Ouch! Oh, I didn't mean to hit that mic. I just actually stubbed my toe really badly on something and I fell forward and then I hit the mic button on my phone while I was holding it. Ah, my big toe hurts. But anyway, shout out to everyone in the building. Crypto Louie, love Louie, the homies from the Green Dot Nation, VG Rasta. What's up, fam? Woo, let's go. Your boy's doing his first interview today. Stay tuned.
Wait, hold up. This is the first? Damn, that's some alpha for me.
Isn't that crazy, bro? MF has been sleeping on me, man. You're finna pop cherries today.
Bro,
Let's go.
I've seen you on so many Twitter spaces. What is going on? I'm happy to pop your cherry.
Yeah, thanks, bro. I appreciate you popping my cherry, dog. That's funny. Yo, y'all crazy. Yeah, MF's been sleeping, obviously. So let's get it. That's gonna be cool that you guys got to do my first one. Considering all the stuff that we've been doing in Decentraland, and I've been having so much fun while doing it. Just been enjoying the time that we get to build together, essentially.
Yep. I've been enjoying, having you around on the Decentraland. Definitely, it's good to have a good event to attend after on and on Saturday evenings and stuff like that. You guys go ham. Always brings love to smaller creators, and show off their music, showcase them, and show them off to all the communities that are involved. And yes, thank you everyone for popping in. Shelly, I believe we are good. I'm streaming on all platforms. I think there's sound to the band room, correct?
Yes, sir. We are good.
Alrighty. I guess without further delay, I guess we can begin. And yeah, hello everyone. Thank you all for joining us today. My name is Sinful, and this is my lovely co-host Shelly Van. And welcome to Music Matrix, episode 40. And I'll let Shelly say hello.
What up? What up? Yeah, episode 40. It was so funny. Crover, on this last Saturday for Beat Street, he was like, episode 40, let's grow. And I was like, oh, I should sample that for this because we're running up on episode 40 and Crover's our guest. So I'm so grateful to have you here. Um, I've I've only met Crover like 2 weeks ago, maybe, but we've already spent, many hours, like more than 20 in spaces together. So yeah, fast friends. And I'm so excited to ask all the good questions so that we can all get to know him better. Sin, take it away.
Yep. As if anyone's watching from any of the streaming platforms, Twitch, YouTube, X, we're currently on the Decentraland, coordinates 101, comma 78. If you would like to join us in world. If not, feel free to enjoy the stream. I will pin it to the top here in a second, so you can get like a visual look into our world of Decentraland. And without further delay, our special guest today is a rapper, host of Beat Street Saturdays, and a very loved member of A Kid Called Beast community. And I mean, as I'm seeing here, he is also a beloved member of many other communities as well. It is a great pleasure to introduce CROver900 to the stage. And Crover, but before we begin, is it Crow over 9,000 or is it Crover 9,000?
It's Crover, bro. Kind of like the Dragon Ball Z reference when he's like, "It's over 9,000."
Yep,
Good shit.
that's why I had to ask because I gotta respect DBZ here.
And yeah, so like I originally came from the Chrono side, and that's where the crow kind of comes in my name from. So 2 years ago, when I started my crypto journey, a friend of mine, IRL, put me on crypto.com, and that's essentially like my first name was My first name was Dixie Normus. That's my gamer tag in a lot of video games I play. Like first name Dixie, last name Normus, and it's really funny. It's just a funny thing that I always put as my gamer tag. So
Da-
I just
Damn, I'm gonna
put it.
have to keep an eye out for you. You'll find me
It's hilarious. I
meat
get people
stick. I
messaging me like you got the
oh,
sickest name.
that's such an awesome name. And I'm with that being said, I mean, 2 years ago, I'm thinking back of like when Crow, the crypto exchange token, kind of like pumped like over $2 and shit, and everyone was like going bananas.
Oh yeah, those are some days, and then it tanked like crazy. But without going too much into them, it's definitely a platform and stuff that I could respect because they kind of abide. They're a little bit more centralized, and I think when the SEC and the regulations come through, it's kind of inevitable that that's going to happen. And the way I see it is all these platforms that have been around, not as centralized. Like when they start scanning every ounce of every blockchain, every corner, they got their blockchain detectives doing their work. I just keep thinking like who's actually going to be here in the end? Like there's going to be a lot of shady stuff that's probably going to pop up and it's going to cause a lot of drama within a lot of blockchains and platforms. So the way I look at it is if they're setting themselves up for the grand slam to be here for the long run, it's definitely something that I could kind of get behind. So that's kind of why I kept the crow in my name. And it's a pay homage to where I came from, man. I'm loyal to my shit. I started with them. I learned a lot about the blockchains and everything through that community. And so I've kind of just been hanging out with them since. I built my name off Kronos, and I just felt like it was only right to keep my name as such. And, now here I am, full fledged CROver900, having a lot of fun with it. And thank you all for tuning in, man. I really appreciate you guys tapping in and checking me out here for my first interview. We out here popping cherries, baby. Let's crow.
Oh man, I wish I had a cherry emote. So I guess it's safe to say that the SEC will let Crow be. Oh man, that's the
Ooh,
Eminem pouring out of me.
that's a good one, bro. That's gonna be a song right away. The SEC don't bother me because my name is Crow. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, write it down, write it down. Well, this is a recorded space, so you'll be able to come back to it. So I guess just to begin, Crow, I always like to kind of start these spaces by passing the mic over to our guests and, allow them to give themselves the opportunity to give themselves a proper introduction, as well as like even shout out any communities or any fam that you see out there. I do see that the room has filled up as when we've been ramping up here. So the mic is yours.
Oh, sorry, what was the question? I think you cut out a little bit for me while I was coming upstairs.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, just give you an opportunity to introduce yourself properly. Tell the fam anything that you would like to share, and make any shout outs that you may have.
Awesome, sweet. So, okay, well, my name's CROver900. I'll be doing my thing here on X, IRL. I'm a kid called Beast Member. I'm a Beast Member IRL. I just have a lot of fun. So, I've been enjoying my time here on X. I'm a hip hop artist. I'm a 90s hip hop junkie. I love everything about hip hop, the graffiti, the b-boying, the lyrics, the lyricism, sharpening the sword. Uh, what else? I'm an artist myself. I hurt my hand though a few years ago, so it's kind of been a little bit more of a tedious task to be drawing for hours, which sucks. But markers kind of make it a little bit easier when I'm tagging, so it's not so much pressure on that. What else? I'm a heavy collector. I collect a lot of shoes, vintage clothing, cards. I'm a collector of many different things. Anything I find that's either worth value later on potentially, or just something that I think is really cool myself. Um, what else do I do here? I do so much crap. It's not even funny. I love reading. I love writing. I love letting my imagination go wild. Uh, I have a dog named Stormy. I have a cat named Hash Brown. Um, they're both absolute psychopaths, but it's okay because I'm somewhat a psychopath, so it's kind of a good fit. So shout out to Stormy and Hash Brown in the cut right now in the background, being good boy or being good girls right now. Except Hash Brown, right when I said that, starts meowing. So if you guys hear my animals go crazy in the background, don't mind them. I can't control them. Just kidding. Um, what else? I love playing video games, but I haven't played much games lately as I've been so focused on doing my stuff here. Um, I'm part of many communities. I've helped build a lot of projects. And maybe we could get more into what I've done in Web3 in a bit. So I'll save that for later. But yeah, I've been building and networking here strong for about 2 years straight. And I'm just super humbled and glad to be here. I'm glad I took that leap of faith into the Twitter, but now X platform, and took a leap of faith into the crypto NFT scene because I feel like that's what it is. A lot of us kind of, joined here on a whim. You know what I'm saying? And a big thing for me is how to create that sort of incentive and curiosity in people in Web 2, so they get curious enough to come to Web 3. I do a lot of onboarding IRL. I'll stop to talk to anybody that I feel like will want to hear about it. Usually people singing on the side of the streets or showing their art on the middle of the street or in a skywalk somewhere downtown. I'm talking to people all the time about the experience that I have. And some people come, some people don't. But that's kind of big my thing is how to onboard the masses, right? And I'll do it one person at a time if I have to. But there's got to be ways where we could do it together. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's a little bit about me and kind of who I am and what I do. And yeah.
Yeah, hey, I love your whole approach to kind of how onboarding in real life, or even just onboarding like within the digital space, like into Web3. Like just like I got out of what you just mentioned. Like we're playing the long game here. Even if it's one by one, the one will multiply into two, then those two will go on board two more people, and we grow.
That's the thing, right? Is I've noticed in the last 2 years, and I guess being in the communities and kind of the blockchain area, if you will, I've noticed that there's a lot of speculation and downplay towards like the crypto NFT scene, and it's usually stemming from a negative domino effect that I see happen. So people IRL will either have this negative sentiment and they hold to the stigma of it being a scam because they got scammed. So essentially what happens is if one person gets scammed here, they go off and tell their friends and their family that it's a scam because they made a wrong investment choice. And that's kind of the negativity that I'm trying to avoid, right? And if we could bring a positive domino effect, then you'll never know exactly what could happen. Because like you said, that one person could onboard two people, those two people could go to four, four to eight, eight to 16, 16 to 32, and it spreads like wildfire like that. But how do you create that positive notion, right? And that's kind of been a big challenge for me on how to go about doing that. And so it's tough because you can't control the market, you can't control people's judgment, and I think that's what a lot of that gets misconstrued in these spaces because a lot of people come around here and like I've dealt with a lot of hype products, like I'm a sneaker head like crazy. I cards and stuff, so I understand the whole like hype mentality and like almost like jumping on the bandwagon, if you will. um and it's like a lot of that, like these people that are marketing these NFTs a lot of the times and coins understand the value of and the manipulation, if you will, of being able to suck people into a hype train. And that's where a lot of people get wrecked from, is because either they go into a space and there's a lot of giveaways happening, so they think, oh my god, these people are just doing stuff crazy, or I call it like a lot of toxic positivity. Or their friends are involved with something, or like I don't know, one of their favorite influencers are involved and they're shilling it type thing. And they kind of get sucked into things like that really easily. And whereas like a lot of people just they love the herding men they have that herding mentality where they just like to follow and go where the masses go, whereas like I try to stick back. It's very rare I will tie my name to something. So with that being said, if I'm working side by side with a project, or I or something like that, I'm tying my name to something like that, I usually find it very valuable within the spaces. I get offers in my DMs all the time, paid offers, and I kind of just look into their projects and respectfully decline, because I'm not about to shill stuff to my people, and I don't want them to get kind of messed up. But yeah, just wanted to go on in a little bit of a rant there. Sorry, I do that. I apparently like to hear myself talk more than the questions that are being asked, I guess. Shelly knows that. I had her and Dino on the phone for 2 hours yesterday. It was quite wild. But let's shoot some more questions. I'll try to keep it at bay.
Yeah, so and no worries, I actually love listening to you talk. You're a very interesting person. And so I would like to get to the root of all of that and start kind of at the beginning. Can we talk about Little Crover and how you got started? Where did this passion come from? When did you start realizing that you had you had an interest in music?
Well, with that question specifically, because here my brain wants to go in a million directions again, but um, to be honest, it had to have been into my teenage years. You know, I wasn't really big on a lot of music. I grew up around a lot of it. Like my grandparents raised me when I was younger. My mom was really young when she had me, and then my grandparents raised me most of my young years. And they were listening to a lot of country and whatever. I heard a lot of rock and roll my whole life. But when I found hip hop, that really took me by everything that I ever thought of. As soon as I heard the beats, as soon as I heard the lyricism, the lyrics, it was really amazing. And some of my friends growing up in my early years, they all loved to rap and like freestyle, make music, and essentially what happened was I started trying, like, um,
Now
and I
wait, where
was.
are you? You're in Canada now. Is that where you're originally from as well?
Yeah, I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba. It's a chilly city. It's freezing outside, lots of snow. But yeah, I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and it sucks here. Save me. Just kidding. It's not, well, it is pretty bad, but I just strive to get out of here. I was just in Vancouver for like the last 5, 6 years, Vancouver, Canada, on the West Coast, and it was gorgeous. So I'm trying to get to another place like that. Uh, but yeah, I found my love for hip hop. A lot of my friends did music, freestyling, and I was really terrible at it. Like really terrible at it, to the point where like the thing that I think really pushed me a lot when I was younger was when I freestyled, no one listened. I wasn't very good. Um and Even when I wrote music. But the thing is that people would talk over me when I would try to share it to them. I'd be at a party or something and people would talk, and I knew they weren't interested. And I'm like, well, you guys are paying attention to somebody else when they're rapping, because I knew that they were good. But the thing that kept me going was the motivation from that, and the fact that I saw some sort of progress each time, where I got better and better each time I wrote something. And I was like, that's dope. Like that's a new flow I never knew I could do. And like putting words together, I really loved doing, because I used to write stories when I was younger. And I have a vivid imagination, which is absolutely amazing to have. So like it's kind of like a puzzle to me, right? And and it's just been kind of amazing, how the progress kind of happened. And I did a lot of jail time essentially, and that's kind of where I practiced a lot. I wrote so much in there, and you don't really have instrumentals and beats to kind of go off of, so you kind of gotta go through the back of your mind. And I think that might be what helped me build the flow that I have today, which is probably my favorite part of me doing music, is the flow that I have and the cadence that I have on beats. And Yeah, it kind of just went from there, and I kind of was just pissed off that people never really paid attention, and now they do, essentially. So like I'm really proud of myself for that, for keeping strong and keeping going on that.
Hell yeah. So you're in a cold environment. You're a teenager, you're finding your flow, but now you've mentioned jail time. What happened?
Oh man, which time? There's been so many times where I got locked up or I got arrested. Um, so there's some times when I was younger where I was homeless at 15 years old. Um, and I did a lot of things for money I'm not obviously proud of. And I just kind of did them in order to survive. And I got hit for the first time when I was youth. I got hit for, well, the first time I got pulled over by some cops with a buddy, and we had some spray paint cans on us, but we were actually coming from my buddy's brother's house painting his garage. But the cops, like, they illegally stopped us and checked us. So that ended up, like, they had no evidence and stuff like that because they just assumed that we were tagging, which probably didn't look good because we had cans of paint on us. But we were actually coming from buddy's brother's garage there. And so like later on in years when I was in jail, like we the charges ended up getting thrown out. But that was the first time. Um, Actually, the first time I got in trouble with the law, I'm not gonna lie, I was like 9 years old, and I got caught at school for selling fake like grass and juice in papers. At school, and some girl ratted me out, and all the teachers came and got me when I walked back to school from lunch. Yeah, I was like 9, 10 years old at the time, and the principal drove me home, and the cops came there and scared the shit out of me. And I'll never forget, like, my mom's is like, you're too young to go to jail, like, you're not gonna go to jail till you're like 13 or some shit. And I was like, no, you shouldn't have told me that, because now I know I could do whatever I want. I mean, I still am in these spaces, but it's not as bad as I was when I was younger, for sure, for sure. Um, so anyways, yeah, that was the first time I ever got in trouble with the law. And then the little graffiti incident there, which wasn't really much, but we kind of knew, like, we were okay on that one, me and my buddy. And the thing that really got me, I got 15 months when I was younger, was it was a robbery, and I hit somebody pretty bad, and they got pretty injured. So thankfully that they survived, and they made it through that. And yeah, I got hit pretty bad for that. And then right after I got out of there, I got out and I dealt with a high school fight, and the kid wanted to press charges on me, so like I did a bunch of time for that. I get out, I had my 18th birthday in jail. I was actually in the hole, and you get sent back to the original facility. So I had my birthday 2 days after I got out the hole. 2 days later, I got sent back to the hole after my birthday for fighting. It was pretty wild, man. And you got to do 15 days when you're in there, right? So you got to do a 15-day stretch in the hole as a youth, and it was the worst time I ever did. They take your mattress 7 o'clock in the morning. They give it back to you at nighttime at 9 p.m. You got to shower with like cuffs on your wrists, anklets on your ankles, and it was just the worst time ever that I ever had. But you got to do 15-day stretch, and if you get in trouble on the 15th day, you get restarted and have to redo the entire process, which sucks because that's what happened to me twice. And because I was yelling at the worker, the guards there. And so, yeah, it was quite the experience. I could go into more stories of a lot of the jail times I had because they're kind of crazy, if you will. But anyways, so I had my 18th birthday. I ended up getting out after a couple months after that. And then I got to get out. I deal with some other stuff, that high school fight. And then later years, like months later, I ended up getting picked up in public by an off-duty officer who I guess recognized me. He knew who I was, and he was doing lawn work in his lawn, and I had no idea who he was. And he came and grabbed me, and I was just like ready to start swinging on him, but something in my mind told me not to, and just figure out what this guy was doing. He had a heavy accent, so I ended up finding out that I'm on, I guess, essentially on the run for something I didn't even do. But so, hash brown, you idiot, man. My cat's being a fool in the background. So essentially what happens was, when an off-duty officer calls for assistance, every cop in that district has to show up for that call. It's like apparently protocol. So I'm like telling him, okay, like call your boys, I'll fucking deal with this or whatever. I have no idea what he's talking about, right? And he wouldn't tell me exactly what it was for, which is illegal, by the way. But anyways, I'm sitting on the curb, and I'm having a cigarette. I'm having a Slurpee. You know, all of a sudden I hear cop cars roll in the corner, and all of a sudden there's fucking like 20 plus cop cars that spin the block. They're all out there. There's like 30 cops. I'm like still trying. I'm in the backseat of a car at this point, like asking them, what the hell am I being charged with? It's like, you guys have to tell me this. It was like super weird. And no one told me what was going on until like it was weird. Like, just it felt like something out of a movie. My mom was there, one of my ex-girlfriends was there, like the kids in the complex that I grew up around. Like, there's like a whole scene of people watching this. It was like something out of a movie. It was wild as hell. And then eventually I got taken to jail. I'm an adult at that time, so I'm freaking out because like I've never been to adult jail at that point. So you know, or actually I have, but I got bailed. So actually, my bad, because I went to adult and got bail from that high school fight thingy. But anyways, so I go in there, um, waiting for my lawyer. I ended up getting a call down to see my lawyer, and I know this is a little bit lengthy story. I'm sorry. But a lot of it has to do with, I'm pretty sure the police out there were trying to set me up on some stuff, and it gets to be that point actually, and what happened was I go there to see my lawyer, and I've had the same lawyer since I was like 16, 17 or whatever it was, and I'm already an adult at that point. So I go in there and some random dude's there, and I was like, oh, okay, like maybe that's one of her students. So I ask her like, oh, how's blah 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 my lawyer doing? And he's like, oh, I don't know who that is. And I was like, well, who the hell are you? He's like, your lawyer appointed to you. And I was like, by who? I ain't never called no extra lawyer. So right there I started realizing something was suspicious. And I told him to fuck off, essentially. And he like looked at me weird. I said, "You tell me what I'm being charged with." And they were trying to hit me with some very serious stuff, which was probably, he told me I was looking at like 5 to 7 years, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, first of all, I didn't do what you're telling me, and it happened a day or two after I dealt with that high school fight in court, and I got my curfew drop. So I thought I was a free man, but like the next day apparently someone got robbed in an area that I used to grow up in, and it ended up being where the kid had no idea who it was, but the police actually pushed him to say it was me because I took it to trial. And so I heard the interviews. I listened to the way the cops spoke to the kid. They pushed him to say it was me, and the cops didn't like me a while back. They knew who I was, so like they really had it out for me. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I was getting set up by the cops at that point. I'm lucky I beat it in trial. I was already in jail for almost a year at that point. I did a year of house arrest before that, before I messed up my bail, and they tried offering me, if I pled guilty to it, they tried offering to get me out for Christmas. I said, I don't have no one or no Christmas to go home to. I said, you could keep me in here for a couple more years, man. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not pleading to something I know I didn't do. So that's what happened. So I ended up beating that. There's no apologies, no repercussions for that, wasting 2 years of my life for something I didn't actually do. So I was actually in jail for a year for something I didn't do. I ended up finding out who did it, but like, what was I gonna do? Like, I'm already in there dealing with it. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? Like, I found out later, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I already took it to the chin. Um, but yeah, there's a little bit about that. I got a lot of crazy stories from there. Like, I ran my own store in the unit, like 2 for 3 in items and stuff. I drew a lot of pictures, made a lot of money, swept a lot of poker from kids. I figured out a whole smuggling operation to bring food out from the kitchen, which was crazy. Me and my roommate, yeah, I just noticed there's like juice cups when you get your trays, and you got to go to the other side of the cafeteria, and there's like a bunch of juice cups, and they're in trays, kind of like a restaurant might have. And I always knew that our group that went to go eat, the first few trays from the top of the thing were always gone. So I always knew like it was like 3, 4, or 5 trays down were our trays. So when I went in the kitchen, when I finally got a job, I was able to put fucking packages in the cups that are upside down, and then put, like, you know those peanut butter and jam things from restaurants? You get a little, like, one single, I would put them on top of the cups, so you knew exactly, you pull the tray, you knew exactly what cup had the package. And so, like, I had people from the unit smuggling it back, and it was crazy. I was paid right up, man. Like, I had everything. I had fans, alarm clock, shit. I had 2 Walkmans, which I would put the headphones on the sides of Kleenex boxes to make like boom boxes with, so it made the music louder. And oh man, I was set. It was crazy. When I got out, I gave my homie all my stuff. Like, he was just fucking set right up. But yeah, that operation went on for quite some time. A lot of people loved it because right before I figured that out, someone got caught smuggling something from their kitchen job, and then that's when they started getting really searched heavily duty. And I remember, like, when they were searching me coming back from the kitchen, they would like grab everything around you. It was pretty crazy. And once I started putting the pieces together, I was just like, there's a way where we could do this, guys. You know what I'm saying? And then they're like, let's do it. So yeah, it was actually pretty crazy that I came up with some crazy shit like that. And a lot of the people loved it, man, because I had everyone with their chilies, their juice powders, like food from the cafeteria. And I could talk about that because that's an institutional charge if I got caught. Technically, it wouldn't really be a charge. I would just probably get in trouble, thrown in the hole or something. But so that's something I'm allowed to talk about because they can't get me in trouble for it. So thank God for that. But yeah, man, it was quite the operation. It went on for quite some time until I got fired from the kitchen, and then somebody else tried doing it a different way, and they got caught because they were being greedy and lazy, and everyone got cut off at that point. So I do apologize that I took a long time, but I do have a lot of stories like that. I've done years in jail, knock on wood, because I don't want to go back, and it was a big part of my life, and um, it actually found me my love for reading, which was kind of cool. I read a lot of books and I still love reading, so I'm thankful for that. But I do apologize for going on a tangent there, but it definitely a big part of my life.
That's
No
an incredible.
apologies.
That's an incredible character development story. We just heard the evolution here, and just kind of like a follow-up question to, like, your experience that you had when you were younger. Um, how would you say it kind of played into your flow? Like, what experiences in those times kind of helped you develop that flow that you kind of roll with today?
Well, aside from like having to practice without any music in the background when I'm locked up, um, a lot of it is like memory. Um, as Jim Jones says, these based off true stories. If it ain't mine, it's my crew's stories. And like I grew up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in and out the streets my whole life almost since I was a young kid, whiling out, getting into trouble. So like, not only did I go through a lot, there's a lot of trauma and pain really about where I came up and how I came up. A lot of violence, a lot of drugs. So with that, it's just kind of this story I have to tell, and I really think it was the syllables I learned when I was locked up. I learned when I was writing. A lot of it had to do with syllable play, and I'm very particular on my syllable count when I'm writing. It's like a key component on being able to stick within a beat, and be able to make things sound good. And I learned that really early on, kind of. Um, and I think it was just that being stuck in a box for so many fucking days. It was just crazy, and like having no choice but to kind of just like bop it to like an acapella style. And I have no idea. Like I think it was mostly just kind of like that, and yeah, it was crazy, man. Shit, it makes me think about all the times in there. Makes me think about how far I came. To be completely honest, there's a lot of times too where I've been stabbed a few times, different times on different occasions. I've been set up by my own friends. Um, there's a lot of near-death experiences. Fuck, my stepdad fucking rocked the shit out of me one time, and I passed out -30 in a parking lot. If it wasn't for people that actually knew me, that walked past me at like 2 in the morning going to the store, I probably would have died. Because I had no shoes, I had no jacket. I woke up in the hospital, couldn't see out my right eye. Um, Shit, man, there's been so many times where where you guys wouldn't even know CROver900. It's insane. And I keep telling myself, like, that's the thing that kind of pushed me a lot is, like, a lot of my friends meet death and never live to tell the story. And I just don't understand how I've met death so many times and I know him on a name to name basis, like we're friends almost. And, like I just keep thinking to myself and saying to myself that there's a purpose for people like me who have lived the trauma, the pain, the story, the struggle that I have my whole life, being homeless, sleeping outside, sleeping on all my friends' floors growing up. Like there's a reason why I'm here. There's a reason why I'm strong and I'm built like this. There's a reason why I kept pushing. There has to be a reason. God has a reason for people like me. Like I've read so many stories, biographies, learned about so many different people that came from a lot of similar paths and they went on to do great things. And I just believed in my mind a long time ago, very early on, that there's a reason for this. Like I just kept telling myself I'm gonna be great one day. Watch. I'm gonna be fucking great one day. There's gonna be a day where I'm gonna make it, and I'm gonna make it bigger than a lot of people that are around me ever made it. And I just believed that. Like it was something that was in my core belief system. And I just stuck to my guns. I live by mind over matter. It's something that always kept me grounded. And fuck, man, just a lot of shit kind of kept me going a lot of the times. And shit.
Man, that is some entrepreneurial,
Well,
powerful,
I
like
gotta make a
just
book.
seriously, the spirit, even like from your childhood
Wow,
throughout, you
words.
just held on to that spirit. Can we get some hearts and hundreds in it from everybody to just celebrate the powerful spirit that is Crover? Because damn, life has been hard and you have prevailed.
It turned me to a beast, though, and out of all the times that I've been through, man, it should have turned me to a heartless, cold MFer, man. But I never lost, I never lost the moral integrity. I live by 3 words: loyalty, honesty, and respect. And I bleed those things deeply. So when somebody crosses me in a way, and I don't deal with them no more, it's because they broke that code. And I deeply live by that. And I should have been a cold-hearted MFer, man, but I still got this heart of gold in me that I don't understand how, when my heart's torn into pieces and broken and shattered in pieces, how I still managed to tape it and glue it together and hold it together. And I still, that's something that I'm very proud of, is that I could have went a different way, but I knew early on, and I'll be honest, it was my love of philosophy. It was when I started reading books of the real Nicola Machiavelli, reading scripts and memoirs from Ralph Waldo Emerson. I got a book from him from 100 years ago. I found in a vintage store. Reading on Socrates and his student Plato, because most of the teachings that we have from Socrates are through vicariously his student, which was Plato. And just like my love of philosophy was a big thing on getting me to open my mind up onto what reality in life really is. And it was really early on that I started kind of understanding that. And that's kind of what kept me pushing really a lot of the times. Was I live off of quotes, which is weird. Um, People in my past thought I was crazy and hated it, like they didn't understand it. But I mean, if you understand what I'm talking about, you understand what I mean. So, um, yeah, that's kind of a thing that kept me really pushing throughout all those years, because I should be colder than I was, and it's weird that I'm not, but I appreciate that. I'd rather live by love and light than darkness and despair, and just be a vengeful, hateful, spiteful individual, which I can be. I mean, you do me dirty and piss me off, then obviously you're gonna get that side of me. And don't get that twisted, because, like, I'm a gentleman. That shit get gangster when necessary only now, because we some good fellas, essentially. So, but yeah, that's a little bit about me.
So, Sin, I'll let you because I know we've been like fighting over the mic here because this is just too much and too
Oh
good.
no. Oh
Um,
no, no. I mean, I've been clapping at everything he's been saying. Like, hey, fucking, heart of gold. But when it's time to get gangster, we get gangster,
And
bro.
by all means, I don't want to get that misconstrued because I do not want to be labeled as a thug or gangster. Sure, I grew up as a little savage when I was younger, but like I take a great pride into removing myself from that lifestyle. It's just one of those things that if it needs to go back to that, it could go back to that. But I honestly would rather use my words, and just kind of avoid that sort of drama. I've lost a lot of friends due to fights, stabbing, shootings, just taking their own lives, and it's just like it usually stems from the game. And I although I respect people that I know are still in there, I respect what they do, I just pray they make it home, you know what I'm saying. But I try to uh, avoid a lot of conflict now because I understand where it could get me only, and where it could lead up to, because all it takes is one punch. Like I lost one of my good friends in high school, and he was at the bar and he got punched in the head, and he fell and hit the ground, hit his head on the ground and died. Like it's things like that. Like you don't understand. Like all it takes is one silly move, man, and you could be hit for an M charge, and somebody else could lose their life. So like I really appreciate, and after a lot of the times I almost passed away and got killed out there, like I appreciated life more. Um, and so that's just pretty much what it is. I don't want to be labeled as some stupid thug and whatever, but I just wanted to make that known.
wow. So, okay. You mentioned living by quotes. Are there any that, are like part of your daily mantra? My grandfather recently passed away, and he was the spirit in you is so similar. It's like, whoa, I'm kind of like shaken over here. Like, this is powerful. And it's beautiful because those spirits are just, they're so big. They're so big. They're bigger than so much. And it's clear in you that, life is going to beat you up, but you're the diamond that comes out of all of that pressure and struggle. So, so happy that you're on this journey and that you're sharing this with us. But so those quotes, um, do you have daily mantras from quotes?
Um, I just thought of no glove, no love. Just kidding. My mom always used to say that when I was younger, while bringing girls home and stuff. Uh, no glove, no love. No, I'm playing. Dream with your eyes open. If you understand what I'm talking about, that then what is already understood need not be spoken. Um, and I won't go too deep into that one. But your mind is very powerful, and you could attract things if you know how to use it properly. So I always say dream with your eyes open, because I mean, if you dreaming with your eyes closed, you might miss an opportunity that you've been searching for. Mind over matter is probably the biggest quote. I don't know where I heard it the first time when I was younger, but is the one quote that literally kept me from falling into pieces so many times. Um, and just like a lot of lyrics that I've wrote kind of ended up being something that I keep hold to me, like whoever would have thought a flower bloomed from dark rooms in concrete jungles, the only light was the moon. Like I feel like I was that rose that or that flower that kind of came up out of concrete, where like there's no water, there's no nothing except I came up out of the moonlight. And whoever would have thought a flower bloomed in dark rooms when you need light for a flower to grow. They had you digging in the mud to find a sky that was blue until you came across a diamond, and that diamond was you, which is essentially how society wants you looking at the ground the whole time, digging with a shovel, not realizing that you could come across a diamond, and that diamond is you. Because they had you digging in the mud to find a sky that was blue, but how you digging down trying to find the sky that's up. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like the way I think society works. They want to keep you working and working and working, abiding by that. And Nicola Machiavelli said, and here's another quote that I like to live by: "I'm not here to preserve the status quo. I'm here to overthrow it." You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot. I could go into them a lot more, but I live by a lot of these things, and I keep them dearly to my heart. Although it's in a million pieces, so I got a million quotes to go with each piece. But anyways, yeah, there's a few there. I got so many, like I don't know, so many.
I just want to like rush over and get any like music NFTs you may have. Like those are some deep lyrics right there, my brother. And like, I mean, definitely. I mean, you're going deep there. Like, holy crap, I have no words for it. I do see that we are like around 9 minutes left. It's okay if we go over, but I would like to kind of shift the topic and kind of get into your Beat Street Saturdays Twitter Spaces that you host. I guess just to like kind of get that topic started. What is Beat Street Saturdays? How long have you been doing them, and how did you get started with them? What sparked the idea? Mike is yours.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah, and I do apologize for kind of taking a long time answering these questions, but I do have a lengthy story, um, which comes with the lengthy answers. But I'll try to keep it short and sweet so we could hammer out
No,
through some more
no,
of these
no,
questions.
please, please give us the long answer. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
love everything you're saying, my brother. Like
Okay.
no need to apologize.
Okay, cool. Like, yeah, if you guys weren't, I know it was only an hour, but if you guys are okay with going a little bit over, I do appreciate that. So Beach Street Saturdays here is a public space held every week on Twitter by myself and some more of the kid called Beast community, Machiavelli, and usually whoever else that I have featured in the hot seat. It's a space that was inspired by the roots of hip hop culture and further branched out into many genres of music itself. The space welcomes everyone to join and host some of the most incredible talent in Web3. We have musicians, songwriters, rappers, and producers from all around the world that gather every Saturday to share their art and their skills. Um, and I've just been really excited to be able to expand it the way we have. Though most people understand that it's not my space, it's our space. I like to keep that sentiment alive because it's a community space. I'm just the idiot up top that likes talking in between. But uh, if it wasn't for the people that join and the people that do this, there would be no Beach Street Saturdays. But my entire goal was to build the best music space and one of the biggest ones that really able to spotlight and highlight these artists around the world. I believe they need a big platform and a dope platform and a really fun, engaging, exciting one. And I feel like I've accomplished that a little bit, especially with now the collaboration with Shelly and Dino and the true band room and you guys like Sinful, you guys all the DCL family that I've been able to meet now, because we've now expanded it outside of the Twitter sphere, and there's like 40-50 people listening in the DCL like room when we're doing this. So like whoever's in the Twitter space, you're also being listened to by tons more people Decentraland. And now VTA TV, shout out to Biometa. He also has collaborated with me, who is streaming in like over 150 different places, like tons more places in Decentraland. People are walking around their areas and see us pull up on the TV, which I think is absolutely amazing. So like we went from around 30, 40-ish people, 50 sometimes if we're lucky in the space, to now being heard by probably well over 100, 200 people at a time, because just between the space now and you guys in Spottyland now, there's usually roughly an average about 100 people listening at one time. Who knows how many people are listening in the areas in Decentraland? We're streaming into 15 different metaverses, different social media platforms. So it's a really cool experience, and we can't really get the analytics of how many people are listening, but there's probably I'm gonna guess maybe another 100 people listening at a time. So we've expanded Beach Street to the point where
Like now we're able to get some eyes and ears on these artists for reals. And that was my main goal. So I'm really excited for that and the opportunities to do so. So shout out to everyone that joins B Street Saturdays, baby. Every Saturday, you already know the vibes, man. 1 p.m. PST, that's 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, man. I hope to see y'all this weekend, because that is the spot to be at. You already know the game, man. Let's crow.
And how did you discover A Kid Called Beast and Web3 in general?
Oh man, what a dope community and dope project. So I'll be honest. Here, Stummy, you little brat. You want some food? Go eat. Leave me alone for a second. I found that project probably maybe a month before it was minting, which I noticed it probably maybe a month or two before that, but I only saw the artwork pop up on my Twitter once, and I was like, that's dope. But I kept scrolling. You know how you scroll Twitter? You just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And that artwork stuck with my mind. It was in my mind. I'm just thinking about it all the time. I'm like, damn, that artwork was dope. Like, that was different. Like, that looked really cool. I loved the 3D. It was clean. It was attractive. In a sense, like, you know, it drew my attention. And that's kind of what the mass appeal kind of wants, right? For the masses. Um, uh, And then my buddy, shout out to Mr. Hoddle on the Chrono side, he posted something about it or had a banner of it or something. And then I was like, you got to tell me what this project is, because I saw it a while ago and I've been dying to figure out what the fuck it was. And he's like, oh, yeah, bet, bro. Hold on. Like, he sent me the app. So I was like, bet, boom, instantly in there, got in the Discord, although I'm not big in Discord, but I just joined it anyways. So I go in there, I start asking people what's up, and I listened to Raph talk one time, and he says he's from Canada. And then I messaged him and I said, bro, I'm in fucking Vancouver, dog. Like, I'm right next to you. Like, I love your project. Actually, a bunch of people in my chat love it. Like, if a lot of the people that I not only onboarded a ton of people in Kid Call Beast, but my core like group that I came from Kronos from, we have a group chat. A lot of us have like a solid amount of beasts. There's probably closer to 100 of them. Um, and shout out to Kobe down there, J-Sid, Tana, man, C Strong, all the fam, yo, Neo, you know, Wicker, that crazy bastard. Yeah, a bunch of us have like a crap ton of beasts. Like, and we came strong into that community, and I got blessed with a whitelist. I minted. I got a Beach Street one, which was really cool. I got a Beach Street as my mint. And I bought a bunch of them secondary. I actually sold out of another project to go all in AKCB because I believed in them a lot more. And I got some really dope ones. I got the one that you see, my Jordan suit one I'm always wearing, my zombie spacesuit, which is hella rare. It's the only zombie spacesuit there is, which there's only 2 zombies left for sale and there's no spacesuits. So get that right. All right. Yes, that's the whole point. I just want to brag about that because I saw that last night. But yeah, man, like I'm super stoked, right? You know, I'm sitting on 10 beasts. Sitting on will be soon 9-bit beasts, and yeah, I can't wait till this project blasts off, which I think it will. I think it's very undervalued and very underrated compared to like in comparison to what it's doing. I think the project is phenomenal, but you know, I could go talk about that shit all day actually, but we could jump into some more of these questions. Shout out to AKCB, baby, and all the other projects that I'm in too, man. Shout out to Spunkies and all my Crow projects, Psycho Kitties, Mad Hairs, all my Loaded Line fam, and a lot of
also, we're in Decentraland streaming this right now. So if you guys are in Decentraland, which I need to get in there so I could get one of these NFTs, yeah, there's that. So definitely don't want to sleep on that. And yeah, what else you guys got for me here?
Yeah, don't sleep on your Decentraland show app.
Right,
um
free NFTs, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, I mean that the show app technology, that I still think that Unicorn and Florian are like geniuses for developing that. Like they we used to have like, Po apps around, and people would light on that until like Po app rugged themselves, and then Nick Unicorn is like, hold my beer, hold my horn, and made his own shit. But just I guess just to move on to the next questions. I'll definitely be tuning into Beat Street every Saturday. My apologies about
Oh, don't
the
worry about
clash
it,
in
bro.
schedule,
Yep.
that we had that one Saturday. But like now that I know that you're here, like maybe we can even incorporate Beat Street into the whole festival in any future events that we may have. They really don't happen like scheduled. They're just more spontaneous. Like someone hits me up, they're like, I want party, and then I'll be like, okay, let's see what we can do.
No, I really wish I could have joined longer. And honest to God, bro, don't worry about it. Like you had that shit planned for a while. The only thing I was surprised is no one told you Saturday Beach Street happened. But I'm glad that all the beasts that you're able to obtain in there, and it was a smash either way. Because I joined just a bit at the end there, or midway through, I should say, because you guys went on for some hours. But yeah, don't worry about it, man. Shit happens. And we'll just keep it rolling.
We just keep growing. Exactly.
We
I
keep
mean,
growing, baby. Keep growing. I love the fact that my name is CROver900 and I got my own emoji with the crows. I'll never fucking leave that. That is the best. You always see me throwing the crow emoji when I say things in comments. 'Cause that's me right there, man. Also, funny story. I actually saved a crow one time and I nursed it back to health, and when it left, I had this we lived on like the 15th floor of an apartment building back in Vancouver, my ex and I. um anyways, the crow left, never came back the next day, and I was all sad like, oh damn. And it came back the second day, and it came back every single day after that. But then I split with my ex, I left her, and then I had to go move somewhere else. And they had a family of crows that came and they're feeding them. And they said they've been trying to get them to eat out of their hands forever and they don't do it. It took me 3 days and I had crows eating out of my hands, man. It was the most craziest thing ever. Because for one, I'm Crover900. Everyone calls me Crow. And I got videos of it. It was fucking insane, man. I'm pretty sure it's on my X account. If you probably just went to my file and searched up Crow. Um, yeah, wild. It was the mom crow that trusted me the most, but I would sit and talk to it all the time. And yeah, it was crazy, man. Like how often do you see that? You know what I'm saying? The story of me saving that one crow was wild too, because it was getting chased by two other crows downtown Vancouver. And I was doing deliveries on my e-bike. I got a sick, fast, like big tire e-bike. It's like a little dirt bike almost. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, the crows were getting beating on this one crow, and I was like, damn, like what's going on here? I gotta save homie. And so I went around for like an hour. Oh no, not maybe a half an hour, trying to find a box. I couldn't find a box anywhere. I'm like, why? The one day I need to find a box to put my fucking bird in, I'm going in all these back lanes. I can't find one. I finally found one, and I booted it right back to where that bird was. And the other two crows tried attacking me. I was like, what? Like they were pissed at this crow. I don't know what happened and what was going on, but I was like, yo, I'm saving this MFer, man. So it went into a building, hopped into a building, and followed this lady into a doorway. And so it hop over and shit, man. I booked it in there. I was like, pulled my backpack off, put my gloves on. That bird was injured and it was in the corner. And I looked at it and it looked at me right in the eyes and I said, it's okay, bro. I got you. and it never fussed. It let me pick it up, put it in a box. That one crow's like on the doorway, peeking his head down, like looking down, like gah gah gah. I was like, damn, that's crazy, man. I bolted right out of that building with my bike because I brought my bike in there. I took right off. I had to go like 14 kilometers back home with that bird. Found one of my big sneaker boxes, like a big moving box. Built him a sick little home, gave him a bunch of snacks, water, everything. And, homie got better and then he took off, but he came back 2 days later. Man, that was my G right there, man. That was my highlight of every morning, seeing that guy. He even brought one of his friends a couple days after that, which is cool. So, anyways, yeah, I feed the crows.
Dude, I mean, you had mentioned earlier in the space how like you have met death many times, and it's almost like you have become friends with death.
Yeah, for sure.
You know how like when it comes to like symbolism, they symbolize the crow as like the death bird, or like the crow to be correlated to death. But you saving a crow, and I just feel like I've known you for years now. This is crazy. I guess. Oh, go ahead, and I'll ask you
No,
my final
no,
questions.
give her, bro, give her.
No, my final questions, and then I'll pass it over to Shelly for anything that she may have left over. We're now on the 10th day of 2024. Looking back at 2023, what are some of the things that you've accomplished that you're most proud of, that you like back onto in future years? And also, what's next for 2024? What are some accomplishments that you yeah, things you want to accomplish?
Well, 2023 was quite the battle and also quite the experience in a positive way also. So, like if I could quickly go on about like, I got the opportunity to work with Jesse Smith from the TV show Ink Master. He hit me up from the Chrono side, got me to help him, give him ideas for the project, help build the project and help push it out there, which is really cool. Um, also, um, yeah, that was got to be the coolest thing. Like being able to know him on a friend like personal basis really was really dope. Um, just the opportunities and the stuff that I've been able to do 2023, like the AKCB, the Beach Street idea to do these spaces, and just so on and so forth from that. My biggest takeaway from all this 2023 was um, when I split with my ex. It was quite the dark moment. Like I built with someone for almost 7 years, and it really fucked me up in the head. And I went down a dark path. I was sober for a very long time, like years, and like I would have a, and I don't drink much, but if I did, I'd have a shot or two or like three or something like that when I'm out just jamming. Shout out JC, the homie. But when I left her, I went down a dark path, started wilding out, going on benders and shit, and doing other things that I shouldn't have been doing. Um, and the big thing is that I looked myself in the mirror and told myself this isn't who I am. And I cut everything cold turkey. I even stopped smoking weed, stopped smoking cigarettes again because I hated the fact that I started that again. And I've been sober for 3 months now, I think. Yeah, it's got to be 3 months, maybe more. Um, which is weird because like I don't ever really do like drugs or like drink heavy duty except when I was in my younger years. So like I kind of just went down a dark path there, and I took a break off Twitter. Um, and if it wasn't for the people that were in Twitter checking up on me all the time, who knows where I would be. So shout out to all you guys that actually checked in on me. Um, I love you so much. You guys have no idea. That's all the brothers down there, man. JC, Kobe, Louie, fucking guys would text me and fucking holler at me and be like, "You good, bro? You all good?" Like I was going through some really crappy times and going through some traumatizing experiences. But it's all good, man. Like we up, like I realized who I was again. Like, I came way too far to be letting myself go like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't you. This is not you at all, bro. Fucking smarten up, really. And I did. Um, I cut everything cold turkey. I said, there's no way I'm doing this. I'm going down this path again. And, you're stronger than this. And that's kind of what happened. Um, and all the opportunities in 2024 leading into the next question is, I'm coming for everything they said I couldn't have, and I'm going hard with it. Like, I'm now linked with the IO wallet and the Spunkies, which is a really cool. And like I said in the beginning of the space, I am very, very difficult to get down with being in a project, especially tying my name to something. It is very hard for me to do that because I get offers all the time to buy out Beach Street spaces, to bring projects on there to shill. I get offers all the time to shill projects, and I say nah because I look into them. They're not what I want to be tying my name to. This is one project, however, that I found very interesting, in terms of the wallet that they're creating is very dope. The idea that they have, the NFT creation platform is very simplistic. Uh, I love that part the most. They're integrating music NFTs into that wallet and the NFT creation, which is going to make making music NFTs on any blockchain very, very simple, and it's going to be very easy to do so, which is going to be lovely. Um, and They have another part. Oh yeah, they're actually creating a platform that's going to be essentially the Web3 Spotify, which I thought was the biggest takeaway. And the more your music gets played on said platform, the more the artist gets rewarded. And I think that's what everybody's looking for. So I'm not going to go into more details on that. However, I think we really need that Web3 Spotify, and a way where artists are actually getting incentivized to one be on that platform, and essentially get rewarded like what they deserve. I feel like a lot of these artists are selling their NFTs. They're still getting less than what I believe that they deserve. Like, if you're only getting a couple $100 from an NFT, bro, you deserve thousands of dollars for that. So how do we do that? Like, that's a big takeaway for me is how do we build something like that in the community? How do we bring the masses over here to check our music and find more community to support and find more loyal fans and community members and supporters? Um, and it's just like something that has been on my mind a lot for almost ever, actually. Um, but That leads into another opportunity that I have working with Fred Frenchy from the Culture Cards. I was just on the phone with him the other day, and he's got me a part of the team where I'm gonna help strategize a marketing strategy and help push a lot of his NFTs out, which is a really cool experience. And If you guys don't know, the Culture Card experience is probably the best thing for musicians, next to, I think, the Web3 Spotify platform. If you guys don't know about this, for with the link that I'm going to be getting for $60, you guys could be essentially buying into a community that gives you the opportunity to work with people like, Rocky 2 Grimy down there. Shout out to him. He just got a song done with fucking the legendary Dark Child Rodney Jerkins. Like, Frenchie brought the legendary producer here to do a tape with people from Web3. He did like a competition type thing. It was a really amazing experience, and I'm kind of choked that I missed the shot on that, but I'm not really upset that some of my friends won positions on it. I'm actually really stoked on that. Like, I'm proud of them. Shout out to Sapphire, Cali Speedway, you know, all the homies that actually got in there, man. Like, it's amazing to see that. So, like, although I didn't get an opportunity for myself to try, I can't be upset because some of my friends are winning, and like that makes me happy. I love seeing my friends win. That is like the biggest dub for me. So it's like, fuck yeah, like, go do that. And like next up, he's bringing, I think his name's Teddy Riley, the guy that did the Michael Jackson Dangerous album. He's gonna bring him, the producer, in here to do a tape with people. He's looking at Swizz Beats and opportunities to go on tour with the rapper The Game. And it's just like these are the types of projects that are gonna bring massive value to this community and the Web3 experience. So I'm like super dope that I'm kind of on board with that. And shout out to Sapphire, gave me my first culture card. Yeah, shout out. So shout out to the Queen. I'm really stoked on that. But yeah, if you're a musician, you definitely want to get tapped into the culture cards because it is something that you do not want to miss out on. And the don't mint off the site because it's 2.5 sold a mint, and I'm getting a link to get you guys $60 mints. And for $60, being a part of somebody who knows all these people. He does he manages the hot box with Mike Tyson. He does a lot of work with Alexis Texas as her manager. He does the Juicy Fest festival that's happening right now in New Zealand and Australia, where actually, if you guys don't know, this Saturday I'm getting the link to be streaming the whole entire performances from Juicy Fest. So we're all going to get to hear, just like we did last Saturday, except we're not going to miss some of these people. We get to listen to Carrie Hilson, Busy Bone, the rapper Mace, Cassie, Trey Songz, Fabulous. We're going to get to listen to Ashanti, YG, Full 100, The Game, if The Game makes it for Saturday. T.I. and T-Pain. We're going to get to listen to that whole concert backstage with Frenchie. But he gave me a link to kind of watch the entire thing from my TV, which is really cool because only him and his business partner get that link and some of his friends. So he's going to give me that link again this weekend. And because I got a better audio off of that link, and we're gonna stream that for you guys also. And if you guys are watching in Decentraland, I think he gave me the okay the other day when I was on the phone with him to be able to stream that actual live feed in Decentraland. So you guys in Decentraland, and any of you guys that want to watch it could go in there and watch the actual performances. And I don't know if I'm gonna get Biometa to stream it live on Twitter, which would be a cool experience also. But yeah, it's going to be a really dope experience. So Beach Street Saturdays this weekend is going to be another vibe. We're going to do the same thing like we did last week. You know, we're going to bring up all the people from Web3 to showcase their music. And at a certain point, there's going to be a time where we're going to get right into the concert, which is really dope. And so, you know, it's really dope. Like I had a friend, shout out to Jess, who actually is in Australia, in Sydney, and you know, Frenchie was like, yeah, CROver, if you got any friends out here that you know, like, tell them to hit me up. I'll give them tickets. He's actually giving her and her friend VIP tickets to go to this Juicy Fest. I was like, I'm so jealous. Like, what the fuck? I want to go so badly. But maybe next year we could do it. So shout out to Frenchie, man. He's a real one for that. He's really for the community. He's really for the culture. And I'm super blessed to have met him and the rest of the Culture Card fam. Like, shout out to Rocky and Sapphire, that's always shilling it. And I'm like, what is this? What are you guys doing over here? And it wasn't until Frenchie actually added me on here after a while that I kind of just like crept his page and kind of crept into some of the spaces, and I just seen a bunch of people that I already mess with. Shout out Dirt, Cali, fucking T Banks, like a bunch of real ones in the spaces that I love being around and chopping it up and laughing with. And it's just like a big homie community, man. So it's really dope to be able to now put on for them a little bit more. Um, and another cool thing, last Saturday, right after Mace performed, he actually got the DJ to shout out CROver900 in front of 8,000 people. It was absolutely amazing. I got the clip of it on that recorded space. So, you know, I'm turning up on that one. So, you know, I'm super stoked that that happened. And, you know, he actually made that happen because he said he would. And, you know, that's a real one right there, man, to do some shit like that he doesn't need to do. That just goes to show that he loves the community. He loves what we're doing, loves the movement that we have, and I want to clash all the communities that I have built now with his community, because I think if you're a musician or you know people that are musicians, you want to get them involved with this project. I'm not trying to shill it. I'm fucking forcing this one down y'all throats. I don't care. don't at me about it. I'm normally not one to shill things and push things like this, but I think it is a very valuable asset in the community to be able to have this sort of experience and opportunity to work with people like Teddy Riley, Rodney Jerkins, people like The Game, Swizz Beats, like to be able to work with people like that and have the opportunities to go on tours with people. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, that is what other music NFT is doing that? Name one. Go on, I'll wait. None. Exactly. Thank you. Anyways, next question. Shout out to Spunkies, the IO wallet, the NFT creation is an absolute banger project also. And shout out to Frenchie with the culture cards, and shout out to AKCB. Um, and shout out to also Jesse Smith's project. It is called Carcaeus. You could literally earn tattoos by sitting in Discord, and earn like ways to get tattoos from famous artists like him. And yeah, it's really dope, man. So like I said, I'm very, very stern and tough on getting down with a project and shilling things unless I see it absolutely beneficial to the people around me. That's the only way I'll shill something to you guys. And I just want to keep that upheld. So sorry I go on a tangent, Ranjan, but I'm super excited and passionate about what I do here, and I appreciate you guys taking extra time to be able to do this interview. But thank you guys so much. Let's run some more if you guys got more questions.
Yeah, I'll pass it over to Shelly. See if Shelly has any goodies on her list. If not, perhaps maybe we'll start winding down. Go ahead, Shelly.
Yeah, just thank you for all of that, and so darn excited. But I feel like, and maybe I missed it. I don't think I did because I've been like glued to this conversation. Did you say how you discovered Web3? Like, was it just through Twitter?
To be honest, a buddy of mine, although we don't really speak as much, which sucks because I definitely miss his conversation. But yeah, we don't really speak as much. But my homie actually got me on this, and we'd be playing Call of Duty, and he got me down on Crypto.com, and because I was in Vancouver, he was back in my hometown where I'm at now again, and we'd be like, let's grow, like we'd be screaming that months before I even came to Twitter, which is crazy because like the whole let's grow thing is like a giant movement now. Like so many people say it and they know like that's my thing, so like it's cool that it kind of caught on like that. But me and the homie there, Gully, was like, yo, let's crawl, like, we'd be sniping kids and going crazy on Call of Duty and Warzone and stuff. But it started like that. He got me down with Crypto.com wallet, and when you sign up, you get like a free, I don't know what it is, 10, 20, $50 worth of crow. And I watched that crow turn from like $10 or $20 to $200 when it pumped. And I was like, what? Like, this is what y'all be doing this whole time? And man, I remember years ago, he was the one trying to get me in on ETH, mining ETH way long time ago. And I had buddies trying to put me on Bitcoin long time ago, like early days. And I faded it all, man. I'm so pissed. But anyways, whatever. You take it with the game. But yeah, it was kind of just like that. And then all of a sudden he messages me one day like, yo, you gonna mint these? And it was Crypto.com start like their like Starship fucking NFT, which were the loaded lions, and it was like the Crypto.com NFT. And they ended up doing really good. Like their mint price was $200. They ended up going to a few thousand. Then they ended up tanking. But anyways, um, he's like, yo, you gonna mint these things? And I'm like, shit, I don't know. Like, what is that? He's like, it's an NFT, bro. And I was like, shit, I don't know what an NFT is. So I start kind of looking into it, how to mint an NFT, how to do all this. And then so like that's what happened. He actually unfortunately didn't get in the line because like that line was screwing people up to get in the mint process. But I got in and I got two of them, which I wish I would have bought five at the time. But anyways, those are my first two NFTs. And from there, I started hosting. I got into Twitter because like I noticed that there's like a Twitter like competition and whatever. Um, and 10 people got to split $100,000 from Crypto.com for owning a loaded line. I actually got picked from one of them. I was hosting a space that night, and I fell asleep. There's tons of people in the space. I fell asleep in the space. I woke up and saw the email, and I was like, no way, this is real, yo. And I go on the space, and I'm still on here, and I crack my mic, and I was like, yo, I think I just won $10,000. Let's fucking grow. Everyone's going wild. Let's grow. Like, it was a whole wild movement. And it was crazy that what happened. Yo, shout out to Crypto down there, man, because he was in that space. I'm pretty sure he's in this space right now. It was lit. It was crazy. So like that stemmed and started my crypto journey. Uh, I probably lost that whole 10K already getting wrapped on so many projects. However, live and learn, and I still got a lot of cool shit to show for it. A lot of projects that I think still will do well, and I put majority of my chips into a kid called Beast that I definitely believe will grant me that 10K back one day. And it was fucking amazing, man. So yeah, we saw the post. Um, and my name was on the post from crypto.com. And I was like, nah, bro, that's crazy. As if I won $10,000. I won 16,000 crow at that moment, which, shit, $10,000 right now would probably net me 100,000 crow right now. But yeah, man, it's definitely was an amazing experience. I met a lot of really good people, and for the first year and a bit, that's how I built my name. I kind of sat up top judging projects because I was very honest with these projects because a lot of them are scammy and suits just trying to get money for startups. And I usually tell people, like, look, when you're listening to these projects, you got to understand that they need you as an investor more than you need their copy paste project, essentially. And they're looking for like startup cash, essentially. And so, really, what I would think about is, how are you evaluating your NFT hopes and dreams and ideas at $1.5 million, $2 million mint out when you have one, no sales, nothing to show for it, not much product, not much incentive to buy? It is going to be very hard to latch people onto that unless, for one, you use marketing tactics and shit like that. So, which I don't agree with. But shout out to the people on Crow that know, because we were really most hated on that side, but we didn't care. We saved our community and a lot of people from getting scammed and rug pulled. All those projects we tried to warn people about, they're all gone. Every single project is done. And so, like, that just goes to show, like, we were onto something, but people got stuck in that cult mentality of their projects, which you don't want to get stuck into like that. Be an open mind. If someone's got something negative to say, look into it. Check for yourself. Like, don't be so oblivious and let your ignorance blind your reality, I say. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if even people have questions from below. I don't know if you guys do that. But if anybody's ever got questions they want to ask, I don't know if you want to ask them in the comments or DM me or something, or I don't know if you guys do a segment at the end where people come up, but I'm not sure. But if you guys got more questions, you and Sinful, please go for it. I'm an open book, man. Like I love doing interviews, although I've never been interviewed before, but like, I love it. Like this is something that I really enjoy doing, and talking about my story because I feel like it not only could inspire people to keep going and pushing. Um, I just love doing that type of shit. So thank you guys for the opportunity. And to pop my cherry, it hurt a little bit, but you know what? It's okay. Let's grow.
Well, thank you for
Yeah.
allowing that. Um, if and we can absolutely open up the stage if anybody wants to come up and ask any questions. Sin, I'll pass it over to you.
You basically said what I was gonna say. My list of questions has depleted. Anything? I mean, I'm just sitting here enjoying just listening to Crover talk because like a lot of the Web3 mentality that I have, like relating to like projects or like kind of just like how to navigate through the space, I can relate with Crover, very, like 100% wholeheartedly. So it's just been awesome. It's just been really awesome listening to Crover speak, and I'm very happy to finally have the opportunity to chat with him. Just like you, Shelly, I've maybe met or heard of Crover like maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe three, around there, and we finally had the opportunity to connect, and yeah, we're gonna crow. Do you have any questions? I know that no one has requests to come up to speak yet.
I have no questions for you guys except just, I appreciate meeting you guys and I appreciate the opportunity. I enjoy what we're building with the True Band Room in Spottyland and with the collaboration with Beach Street Saturdays. I know I talked to Shelly about another really amazing idea yesterday, so I definitely can't wait to get something like that cooking. But yo, if any of you guys down there want to come up and ask a question or two, like come up. Some of you guys even know me, like IRL. So it's just like, come up. You got something to ask? You got something that you've always wanted to know? Like, feel free to come up and ask me, man. Like, I see a lot of fam in here. So feel free to request the mic and ask me something. I'm an open book, like I said. And I would love to be able to, explore and go into depth about, a little bit more about me. And if there's something that you are curious about. And shout out to Kobe and J Sid, baby. Let's crow. Those are two homies that I met on the Chrono side. IRL and some like J Sid's like a brother. I used to go hang out with him at his shop all the time in Vancouver. Kobe's like a brother. Um, and it's just super dope to see you guys come up, man. Like I love y'all. These are two cats that really, checked in on me and helped me through my crazy times that I just went through a few months back. But yo, what do you guys got, bro? We'll start with J-Sid, I guess.
Yo, let's crow. What's good, man? What's
Hey,
good? Yeah, I'm just
man,
at
I'm
work
chilling.
right now, man. Fucking smoking a joint just outside the shop. Yeah, I just wanted to come up and say I'm proud of you, man. You're fucking killing it out here, hosting your spaces, coming out here, doing interviews, just getting out there, man. It's dope to see. Crover's one of the first person I ever met. We didn't know each other before Twitter, before NFTs. We actually met through NFTs, and we happened to both be in Vancouver. And he's like, "Yo, I'll come by one day," and he came by, and then after that, we were fucking hanging out. What, like three, four nights a week? He'd come by,
All
we'd
the
smoke some
time,
weed.
bro.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I don't really have any questions. I mean, I've got to chill with you, hang out with you probably more than anyone in this space. I just wanted to come
Yeah,
up
big
and
facts.
say I've met this guy. He's fucking the real deal. He is what he says he is. He's straight up. One of the people I trust the most on this app. So yeah, man, big ups to you and keep doing it, man. Keep doing it.
Thank you, fam. Yeah, it sucks that I miss always gonna go chill by his store and hang out at the shop. Just I'd always go in there to charge my phone because I would need to charge my phone. Oh shit, so funny. We just sit there and blaze forever, and I'm supposed to be working, but I don't want to work when I'm there. I'd be sitting there for hours just chopping it up, talking NFTs and listening to spaces, and we'd be in the same space together, but we're both on our own phones. And man, it's hella dope, yo. Jason's one of the dopest people I've ever met in these spaces, and it's true, man. We met in these spaces through Psycho. Shout out to Psycho Kitties, Mad Harris. But one day he's like, "Yo, you're in Vancouver. I'm in Vancouver." He's like, "You gotta come by the shop, man. Like I'm always downtown too." So it's just like, "Yo, let's get it." And yeah, so fuck, I would always pop in over there and come hang out and shit like that, and yeah, it was a really dope time, man. Him and his buddies own like a string of really dope vape shops. So, shout out to him and your team, bro. And I'm super proud of you because I know you got your own store coming soon, and I'm really glad to see that unfold. I would
Hell
love
yeah,
to.
1 month, baby, 1 month.
Oh, that's
Oh, for
so
real? One
close.
month? Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah. I just got
Yeah.
the keys the other day for the location.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, yeah, what's up? I'm Kobe. Yeah, one of the OG homies, Jay Sid. Yeah, I was in said space when Kroger would be with
J Sid in the fucking shop. Yeah, man. It's like the stories, the fucking stories that we all got, man. It's fucking hilarious. And this guy, I have to say, you're still the same guy, but I can definitely see the growth in you, and I kind of echo the same sentiments as J Sid, as definitely proud of you, and kind of how you've been able to just navigate through all this shit and through the ups and downs and still stay true to who you are. Because I mean, like I said many times, like it's we're cut from the same cloth, and you can always say real, recognize real. I hear a lot of motherfuckers say that bullshit, but most of those motherfuckers ain't real. So, but you're definitely one of those people, and I definitely recognize it. And yeah, man, definitely like a brother, like a little uncle to my son. Yeah, I was
Yes,
literally
sir.
just talking to him too, and just mentioned, you're definitely one of the people you want to stay close to. You got to have one of those real ones in your corner, and definitely Crover since the jump. I mean, we could go like months and months without talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like not texting each other, whatever. But in the moment that one text come through, it's like that just doesn't even skip a beat, and that's when you know how real that shit is. And hey man, we're all here for you. And I know that you'll be here for us as well. And if y'all don't tap in with fucking Crover, something's wrong with you. Yeah, he's a real motherfucker, like a real motherfucker, and he'll tell
Love,
you how it
bro.
is.
Fuck yeah, you're dope. Yeah, both of you guys are so awesome, bro. I'm so glad to have met people like you guys and all these people in Web3 alike, man, that really fuck with me and I really fucks with them, man. Like there's no secret animosity, there's no like weird shit. We want to see each other win, and that's the best part. There's no competition. We all finna eat. We're all gonna be eating at the same table one day. We're all gonna take cool trips one day. Like that's the cool thing is that like these are real people that want to see each other win and their friends win. Where there's like a lot of people I know in these spaces that want to gatekeep people, have like weird like motives and spiteful and secret animosities and shit. Like I don't look at it like that. I look at all these people. A lot of people look at people like competition, where it's just like I don't see zero competition. The only competition I see is myself when I look at myself in the mirror. My only goal is to be better than I was yesterday. Um, and I think like we just got to stop that. We could all build together, all turn up and all be really successful together. But some people don't want that. And it's unfortunate. But you know what? We can't stop that and we can't control that. All we could do is inspire people to, realize the only way through the successful route is through love and light and unity essentially. I always say united we stand, divided we fall, man. And when we're divided, um, we're messy. And when when people are united, they're stronger in a massive force. And that's what I want to build with the movement that I'm creating. Is just a massive united group of people that want to support one another, want to build with each other, and imagine we build something like that, like couple thousand people deep. It's inevitable that everybody doesn't win at that point. So yeah, thank you, J Sid and Kobe. Kobe, you could tell your kid that I got the beat pack and it's fucking amazing.
Okay, good, good. I was just gonna ask. And shout out to the dude, the Crover. You're the only out talking me. I'm a talker, bro. Like I can talk, but fucking Crover, homie, you take the cake. Because just when I want to say something, this fool's going. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna wait till this fool takes a breath. As soon as he takes a breath, and I remember when this fool rapping years ago, this fool's breathing patterns were not on point. So like those times are now gone. Like now he's worked on his breathing, his shit's back. Now I gotta find that pocket to, what I'm saying, to get in when Crover's speaking. Um, I
Yo,
fucking
my
love you, dog.
spirit animal is Donkey from Shrek. I love to talk. I'm the talking talking about that. Someone said that the other day, and I was like, you know what? That's kind of true. Like, you know, stay up late, swap manly stories, and in the morning, I'll make waffles. Like, yeah, that's me right there, buddy. Just fucking the donkey from Shrek, buddy. Just talkative and risen up the dragon. Because if you guys don't know, there's a dragon coming to the Kid Called Beast lore, and it's stealing all the bit keys. And you want to get your keys before that happens. But when that dragon comes, we got to work together to figure out how to slay the dragon. And I said, hold up, gang. let me riz this thing like Donkey from Shrek, and I got this thing. So he catch me soon trying to riz up the dragon, and who knows what happens? I either get eaten, or I have little half fucking mutated human dragon babies like Donkey and the dragon had from Shrek. So you never know. As Grandma says, no glove, no love. Maybe it doesn't happen. I don't know. Anyways, holy
Uh,
fuck,
we
yo.
turn we bring it back to no glove, no love. That's what that was the first quote that you had kind of mentioned earlier
You're
today.
right.
Man, Jay Sid and Kobe, it's been very nice to like hear from you and get the opportunity to get to know you a little bit. I'm definitely gonna. Well, I know I already follow Jay Sid, but I'm gonna follow Kobe as well. And Yeah, thank you for coming up here. And I will pass the mic to our friend One Existence. He has had his hand up patiently. How are you today?
I'm well. For you, Crover, I wanted to.
The community also, man. Like a lot of these people do a lot of big things behind the scenes that they don't get enough credit for. Whether it's bridging people together, networking, connecting things. And you're definitely one of those connectors that I like to stay plugged into. And that goes for you, Sinful, and all you also, Shelly. You guys do amazing things that most of these people might not even know you guys be doing. But definitely, if you guys are listening, tap into the Decentraland platform. Um, Not only do you get NFTs for joining Beat Street Saturday that I get done by pretty dope artists, um, you also get to win more things. And those NFTs, mind you, the things that I'm doing here essentially is going to be an easy way to farm engagement because we're going to be able to track wallets and be able to do things like that and keep tabs of that. And those people that are collecting these NFTs that we're giving away through the Chew Showroom, and the NFTs that I have coming out soon, just as like a community building NFT, and giveaways for Beach Street. They're going to be used for essentially first dibs into what I'm going to be making, whether it's music, a bunch of other things. Like, I'm not going to go too deep into it. I don't want to spill it all. However, um, I'm gonna be like releasing like a music NFT, and then there's gonna be a more limited one, which it's gonna be more of an investment into me, because I'm gonna be distributing royalties to some of my music. Actually, if I can, all of it. Because if I eat, we all eat. And if I end up doing something really cool with my music, I want all my community to be like super stoked that they were in there in the beginning and be able to like blow up with me and make a lot of money with me. So every song that I release, I'm probably going to be dropping maybe 10-15% royalties of the song itself, divided into like an 100 or 200 NFT collection, which will be stupid limited. But only people that are actually holding those NFTs are getting first dibs on those. So again, you want to be there early. Like these are going to be, and it goes into another strategy that I have, which I won't really explain much to. However, uh, yeah, I can't wait to be able to do that with you guys. My first song is going to be dropping hopefully within the next month or two. I just got to fix up the last verse on that, and yeah, we're gonna kill it this year, man. I really can't wait. 2024 year collabs. Speaking of collabs, I see Louis down there, which I owe him the damn fucking stem files to a song he's gonna try to write a hook for. Louis, I'm sorry, bro. I have so much going on the last couple weeks with the Decentraland shit and everything, and I see his VFP, and he's probably be like, yeah, whatever, Crover. MFer won't even send me the damn beat to get done. And it's just like I'm going to, I promise. But I've been practicing and learning how to use BandLab and everything so I could get that to him. But I'm gonna do that today, I promise. Okay, I promise I'm getting that to you today. Because I almost had it done yesterday. And then I had two really late phone calls, 2 hours from Shelly, like an hour and a half from another buddy, and just like all the other stuff that I was doing in DCL and shit. So I kind of got sidetracked because I'd be doing a lot. So I'll do that today. Today it'll actually be the first thing I do after I get off of here. And I'll send you that beat so you can work on that hook, brother. And yeah, sorry, I don't mean to yawn on space. But yo, yes, one existence.
I did think of a question. I'm curious as to who would talk more, you or my friend Biometa, if you know him.
Definitely me. Me and I got him on the phone one time, bro, and that MFer likes the whole conversation. So I appreciate that. Like, I don't know what it is. Do I like to hear myself talk? I don't know. All I could really hear is the voice inside my head when I'm talking, and I don't really understand what that means, really, because you know when you talk out loud, you could kind of hear yourself a little bit in your head, and it's a little weird to say. But it's like I don't know. I just love conversation. I love talking to people. I love getting to know people. You should see me IRL. Shit, I be trying to onboard your grandma to fucking Kid Call Beast and NFTs. Like, I don't care who it is. If you lock eyes to me in public and you look like you want to have a conversation, I'm finna shill this shit to you. The whole Web3 experience, the whole Twitter experience. I'm gonna show you my Kid Call Beast. Most people look at me like I'm a psychopath, which little do they know I kind of am. But anyways, they don't know that for reals until I tell them that. So like, we don't need to tell them that. They could come to these spaces and find out what a menace I am. But yeah, I just like, I get random people all the time to take pictures of me with my beast mask on. So I be in public. If you go to my GM post, and if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna post some of my stuff up here, like my Beach Street Saturdays. If you guys want to check that out, you guys could check that out. I'm gonna post my GM post from this morning, which I just got waiting for the bus downtown. Randomly got some dude that was standing inside this arena to take a picture with me, or take a picture for me, and I shilled him the whole experience. And all I want to do, I don't need to onboard them into Twitter and NFTs. All I'm in hopes to do is to spark the interest and curiosity that drags them here themselves. And if I could do that, and like I'm hype, like I'm a hype individual. I'm like this IRL too. So it's just like I know that like some people might actually take that curiosity to the next level. And like that's my big thing, is that if I could onboard one or two people like that, fucking cool. Because I think these spaces save people. It's very good for your mental health. It's very good to be able to network with people, expand your network. You never know the opportunities that one might receive. And you meet a lot of really good-hearted, genuine people that, I'm not used to growing up around. Like a lot of people came from the streets that I grew up around, and don't live by the same morale and integrity that I abide by and that I uphold. And I feel like a lot of people in these spaces have that mentality and that personality and that morale standard about them. And I appreciate that in people, because like I said earlier, man, loyalty, honesty, and respect, and that shit's, all three of those things are a dying thing out there in real life. Especially the way I came from and where I came from. There's no loyalty, there's no honesty, there's no respect and integrity in the streets, man. It's a dog eat dog world, and respectfully, I understand that. But like, there is a lot, there can be, but especially in this day and age, I think a lot of it is dying. Um, And I appreciate meeting dope, kind-hearted, genuine, good people, and I like keeping myself around those people because they like the saying goes, you surround yourself around a bunch of millionaires, you could be the next one. You surround yourself around a bunch of snakes and bums, and you're gonna be eating off the floor with them. Which, to be honest, I've eaten my plates on the floor. I've eaten right from the bottom before, but it's just like, do you want to be stuck around those people when you know in the back of your mind that you have more and you want more out of life, and you could feel it. I feel it in me that I'm bigger than that. And I don't mean that in a cocky negative sentiment. I mean that in the most manifesting way possible, that I am going to go there. I am going to be that millionaire in my family. I'm going to create wealth for people passed down on me. Like, I believe it, and I feel like that power of belief is stronger than most people realize, because that's a whole other realm of conversation and spiritual connections and yada 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 stuff I'm probably gonna bore people with. But anyways, yeah, I appreciate you, JC, Kobe, One Existence, Sinful, Shelly, everybody in Decentraland. If you're not in Decentraland, get your fucking ass in there and go get a free NFT. But anyways, if you're not in there, definitely want to get set up for Saturday, and you could get the artwork that I bring from like homies like Ditos, who's a legendary rapper from the rap, or no, he's an artist. Sorry, he's not a lyricist. He's a b-boy slash graffiti artist slash very talented muralist. And he was the first edition. He's from Vancouver, like where Jason's from. Jason's probably seen a lot of his artwork and doesn't even realize it. But he's in these spaces, and yeah, he was the first edition for the Beach Street we had last week. This week coming up, we have Ogre 3D from the Alien Friends. He did a long time ago. He did the Beach Street Saturdays logo, which is an absolute phenomenal logo. So I think we're gonna use that one, and I think we're gonna do more Ditos, because I really want to help him build here and showcase his artwork because he's really talented. So yeah, man, that's pretty much uh, the end of my rant. If you guys got more questions, like I said, I'm free to, but I know we've been here for 2 hours. I don't know if you guys got more. One Existence, what's goody? You got your hand up.
I'm so,
Ask away, bro. Feel
I'm
free.
sorry too, but I want to tell you. So you mentioned the words you live by. Um, I have to mention this. The symbol on the front or on the front of the hoodie that I gave you for the wearable in Decentraland, it repres it represents a community coming together to resolve conflict, and compassion, selflessness, patience, uh, integrity, and I'm missing one, but it goes right along with everything you've said and everything you've done.
And then crazy how we connect and I get a wearable that kind of stands for all that. And that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, good-hearted people that want to help people, want to help change the world, want to innovate the new technology, want to help the blockchain grow, want to help each other win. And I just think like that's really rare, man. A lot of people out there, like the saying goes, people want to see you do good, just not better than them. And I hate that, because like, if my friend's doing better than I am, I'm cheering for them the whole way, because the come up could be around the corner for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares if someone's doing better than you and doing better things than you, or something that, grind your ass for it, man. Support people. Like, don't be a hater. Like, I just saw a saying on Instagram that said, people aren't bragging, they're excited. Y'all just be hating. And that's the truth. Like, I don't want to be. You guys might hear me talk about projects and things that I'm excited about or things that I'm doing. It might sound like bragging, but to be honest, I'm just excited. I'm fucking kid from the section in the hood, like came right out of nothing. That's like doing all these cool things, meeting all these people that are like Jesse Smith and Frenchie and all these like famous people, and it's just like people like me don't get to do that where I'm from. So it's just like, to be able to do that shit coming from where I'm from is just fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. Um,
I'm
I'm just
totally
like,
with you on that, Kroger. If you would have told me 3 years ago that I'd be like on a a friendship level with a Jesse Smith, homie. Like, come on now.
Isn't that
Like,
crazy,
you would have
bro?
slapped
Like,
yourself, homie.
I just saw that video on my Instagram the other day where you guys were at his big tattoo convention and you guys got everyone to sign a shirt for me and you're like,
Oh
this is
yeah.
for the homie CROver, bro. We miss you. We wish you were here with us. And I'm just like, oh my God. Why did I have to be a little menace when I'm still a menace, but why did I have to have all these charges and fuck up my chance to go to the States? And I got all these fucking opportunities in the States to do all that stuff. And yeah, man, like Jesse Smith has a cool tattoo convention called the Richmond Tattoo Convention. They've been doing it since the 80s. The OGs passed the torch to him to do it now. And they bring thousands of people through that event in that one weekend at the end of October. And he's actually doing a lot of things for Web3 where, like, if you have a project, you could make it there. You could set up a booth, show your project to a ton of people that come through and want to talk about it. And he actually gave me the okay to allow musicians to go perform there. So that's a massive opportunity that people slept on last year. And yeah, there's like, I don't know, 100, 150 tattoo artists that go through there. It's a massive, massive thing. It's a really cool time. So if any of you guys are around Richmond, Virginia, and you want even an entry into those things, like I'll just give you an NFT, because I'm good like that.
You
Um,
better be there this year too, right? Yeah, like, I'm manifesting to see you at that convention this year,
yeah,
Grover.
I'm finna just run across that border and have someone pick me up on
Bro,
the
all
other
you gotta do
side.
is just hey Sid, homie, just like fly from the west coast to the east coast, pick him up, throw him in your luggage, you know what I'm saying, and then just bring his ass over here.
Can we like mail me? Can we just pretend I'm like a live animal getting shipped from like the zoo and just like a monkey or something and I'll just like sit there and eat
Just
bananas?
dress up like a big ass crow. Yeah, bro, just dress up like a crow and just be in that shit. Like, the world's largest
Yeah.
crow and this
No,
shit.
you remember Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, when the nature calls when he's inside the rhino? Like
Yeah.
I'll just be a rhino and then and then when he comes out because he needs air, that is wild, bro. If you know, you know. Shit was so funny. But anyways, yeah, we'll just do that. We'd be like live exotic animal on the side of the big bin, and we could ship me out there somewhere. No, I'm gonna try to work on the passport, and it's the fucking the pardon that's gonna cost a couple $1,000s that I don't have right now, which sucks. So that's kind of the thing that holds me back. And hopefully I'll be able to rock it one of these days, man, because I'm dying to go to that event and help with that and meet Jesse like himself. And also get a tattoo by him because I've been grinding so hard and got all these points and stuff, these discorns, and earned a bunch of stuff that, like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to get a tattoo from. He already knows the idea and thought he's like, don't show anyone this. Genius. And I was like, oh, okay. Like I'm not going to. And he's like, one day we're gonna get it done on you. I was like, fuck yeah, that's be so cool to get a tattoo by Jesse Smith. So one day I'm gonna, and I can't wait for that. I don't care if I gotta wait a couple more years, man. He's a true friend and a really really good person. He's actually hilarious, like just like me, because I'm funny as shit. Also funny looking. So turn up. Why do you think I gotta wear a mask 24/7? Let's crow. Just kidding. But yeah. Shout out to all you guys that came to tune in, listen to me fucking ramble on and rant. I appreciate you guys listening to me, the interview, my story a little bit, which you guys only got maybe 5% of. I got a lot of craziness about me, but it's definitely a good glimpse into like who I am, what I am, where I came from, and where I plan to head to, because we're going all the way, baby. And I told Frenchie one of these days I'm gonna be on that Juicy Fest stage, bro. And he's like, good. That's what I want to hear. He's like, that's why I'm showing you guys all this stuff. So it gives you guys the motivation to be like, yo, I could do this. And he's a really inspiring person. And I was like, just wait, bro. Like my energy's so live for an event like that. Like I'd be turning that whole crowd up. So one day I'm gonna be on that stage, I said, and you could bet that. And he's like, all right, let's get it. I was like, all right, just wait. So all I got to do is just create some dope music that people actually want to listen to and replay, and people get caught in their head. And fuck yeah, man, one day it's gonna happen. So and I'm taking y'all with me for sure. So we're gonna fucking kick ass and go on crazy tours. And shout out Rocky down there, man. He's another amazing artist, and Louis a dope artist out there. A lot of really good people. SJ, thank you for tuning in. Masca, shout out to you. Rustan, I know he's DCL homie. Duchess, that's my girl right there. She's hella funny and hella dope. You could catch me trolling her posts with all my funny gifs. Yeah, you already know what it is. My gift game is like too strong, buddy. Okay, I got a gift for everything, so don't fucking mess with me. I love it. Yeah, all you guys, JC, Kobe, Meta, One Existence, Patrick, my homie, man, down there just got me into Pigeons in New York. My brother, thank you so much for that. Shelly, you're an amazing person. You and Dino alike. I love you guys so much. Sinful, bro, I love you so much, man. I just can't wait to keep growing DCL and doing a bunch of cool shit in the metaverse with y'all. And that goes for everyone in this room, man. I'm here for y'all, man. Like, you guys ever need anything from me, need any support, need any help with anything, I am here for you. I am that guy when it comes to you're having a bad day, need someone to talk to. I've been through it. Let me help you. I could talk you out of whatever. I'll make you laugh, okay? Like, I don't know, but I'm there for you guys. If you guys are there for me, I'm there for you 100%. I don't care if it's pouring rain, sleet, snow. I don't care if it's 2 a.m. I'm probably up being a menace in spaces anyways. But if you need me, man, I'm there for you. And that goes for everyone in this room. Even if I don't know you, um, whether you need support, you need someone to talk to. Um, I suffered from depression and like suicidal thoughts my whole life. Um, I've even attempted a few times when I was a kid, and attempted a couple times as I got older, just like stressed out and not, you know, which is a little weak of me, I admit, but it's tough sometimes when you don't know what you're going to do, you don't know where you're going to sleep, you don't know what you're going to eat next, and it gets tough and you want to give up sometimes, but the best thing is my mindset overcame it all. And I want you guys to know that no matter how hard things get, man, that time is only temporary, and emotions are essentially not real. It's a reaction that your body has to whatever it is you're going through. And you must learn to control and train your mind to be stronger than your emotions, or your emotions win every time. Which is something I still work on myself also, because I'm a very emotional individual. But um, you could learn that, and I just want to shout all you guys out here for being here, and you are loved, you are wanted, you are respected, and y'all the shit, man. That's all.
Mad love, Crover. Mad love. Yeah, we'll definitely be we'll be chatting a lot more, man. We'll be connecting, sharing ideas, and likewise to you. Like, if you ever need any support on my end, have any questions, whatever it may be, you want to bullshit, like, just hit me up, dude. I'm here. My DMs are open. Um,
But yeah, if you guys are in DCL, there's a ton of giveaways happening Saturday for wearables. So if y'all in DCL right now in Spottyland, you heard that right, man. We got Shelly here being able to give away a bunch of shit in Decentraland for wearables. So shout out to her for that. And much love to people like Crypto Minotaur and on the Rise and everybody else that actually put up some wearables to for giveaways. Also, if you guys are go to the very top right now, there's the my space that happens on Saturday. If you guys are retweeting that specific space, I be doing full page graffiti art that I give away one physical piece each beat Saturday, and I'll ship it out to you. So I've already shipped out a few of those to some fam. And if you guys want to win one of those, definitely just go like retweet that space and set your reminder for that. But yeah. Also, yeah, if you look over to the next one, you'll see my GM post and you'll see me getting my picture taken by some random person that I get to take my picture. Because I be doing that all the time. I don't care if it's an old grandma, um, or whoever it may be. I be getting somebody to take my damn pictures and they love it. They have a good
Tell me,
time.
tell me, do you walk up to them with the mask on or without?
Bro, if I wore this mask around my city, I'd be getting beat up by the cops, okay? No way. I got it stashed in my backpack and I go up to them with a big smile on my face, although I got a big beard and people look at me weird. But it's just like, I don't know. I'm just like the way I am in spaces IRL, right? So I I just walk up to someone random. Although people try to usually avoid me, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of ugly. But anyways, um I'm just playing.
It,
But
it
yeah, it's
it's
fun, man.
been
Sorry.
no go, no worries. Yeah, it's been fun, having you on the show today. And even to what you were saying, to add one more, if you scroll one more to the right, you'll see Crover standing next to my avatar on Decentraland, looking good.
Oh yeah, with your man, those masks are so fire. I don't know how you got those or if they're ever gonna come out with those again, but that dead mouse mask is like the sickest thing ever, and I can't wait to see like the beast masks. Yeah, you guys got a lot of cool wearables. I wish I was here for the last year, man, because I'm just like, damn, like so many cool things to wear. But I've been accumulating slowly. My favorite is this sweater, the Adidas sweater that High CC gave me, and the coffee cup that I got. Oh, and whoever just gave me a suit, the guy in the suit, that was pretty ballin' too. What's a guest list? It said
Whoop, whoop.
I was
That
accepted. I'm
that
added to the
means
guest list.
that means you're on the list for the show app. Again, something was
Oh, okay.
broken on the back end, so the devs just jumped in and fixed everything. So if you have not seen that little announcement that comes across your screen,
Oh, okay.
um, but that's just a flash, like it lets you know. But if you missed it and you don't see it, you can look at the sign by the back door, or not the back door, the door you came in when you went up the stairs.
Right.
It says your show app has been airdropped, and so then you just make sure go check in your wallet, and it's there. Um,
Cool.
Meaning, go check your wallet on OpenSea. That's where you see these Polygon NFTs. And again, for anybody that's new, True Band Room in Decentraland. It's located in Spottyland. The True Show app is our proprietary attendance token. It automatically drops. All you have to do is show up, log in with your wallet, be at the event, and it drops automatically.
Amazing. And for anybody that missed maybe the interview, we went on longer than the hour. It's been 2 hours and 15 minutes, and it's been one hell of a time. So I'm glad it's recorded. This is going to be historic, okay? This is history right now because I plan to go all the way with a lot of stuff and, just be a staple in the community and build crazy in Web3. And one day, this interview is going to be the first one I ever did. So shout out to y'all. Like I said, for popping cherries, it hurt, but you know what? We're good. Just kidding, it didn't hurt. Um, I had a lot of fun doing it. I don't know. I just heard like from females like it hurt or something. I don't know because I've never had a cherry popped in that sense. But I'm just saying, y'all took uh my time today and really made it a fun 2 hours. I really appreciate that, and I love the experience. It was an amazing time. So
It's been an honor to get the opportunity to pop your cherry, Crover. It's an honor.
Thanks, bro. That's hilarious. Fuck. Yo. Oh, you guys are the best.
I guess on that note, I guess it's a good time to just wind down. Just pass it back to you. Any quick words you would like to tell anyone or say to anyone that's listening before we close out? Also, if anyone would like to contact you for any reason, whether it's collaboration or just to say hi, what's the best place to reach you?
So unfortunately, I don't have no music out yet. That will be changing soon. Shout out to Mocha Melodies, which is a group of musicians that 17 Dreams and my friend and I created. We got a really dope roster of people. I just wanted to shout that out because I didn't. We're gonna be dropping a lot of music soon. But the best way to reach me would be here, and my Instagram. You think I'm a menace here? You should see the shit I be posting on my Instagram. It is fucking hilarious on my story. Yeah, Kobe knows because he just sees it all the time. Um, but yeah, my name is CROver900 over there also. Don't add me on some weirdo like account. That is a very VIP section to my socials. You only are allowed to get in there if I know you in these spaces and you don't have pictures of yourself, that's a different story. If I'm connected with you and I know you're good peoples, I will allow that. But most people try to add me with like a page that you could just tell was made a month ago and they're trying to make it seem like it's been around for a while. Like, I don't allow burners and people trying to creep on some weird shit like that. Because I'm not stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make sure people make sure I see who they are type thing. Not like I got anything to hide. It's just like people are weird. You know what I'm saying? And so, um, I just don't want like people that don't really fuck with me or that I don't mess with type thing on that social media. But if you're good peoples, which everyone in here is, definitely go find me on Instagram. You'll definitely get a dive into more of my adventures and shit that I do and the funny stuff that I post. But yeah, same name on Instagram and um, and here essentially. I have a WhatsApp. I barely know how to use it. Shit, I just finally got the notifications to work yesterday, unfortunately. Because I thought WeChat was WhatsApp, and I turned the notifications on for WeChat. And Shelly's trying to call me and message me, and I'm like, no wonder why I'm never seeing anything because I accidentally put WeChat. I have all my notifications turned off on my phone. I'm on Do Not Disturb 24/7. Leave me the fuck alone. No, I'm kidding. But if I have my notifications on, they just go off like ridiculously. And I had them on one time, and I almost threw my phone across the street and lit it on fire because it drove me absolutely mental. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, if there's any like closing words I could say is dream with your fucking eyes open, man. Uh, stay true to yourself, stay true to your circle. Loyalty, honesty, and respect. And I hope some of you guys could replay this and get to hear all my crazy stories if you missed them. But I really really appreciate those that were here, that stuck around, people that are just tuning in or people that tuned in halfway. I don't care. I just love the fact that you guys came and showed up for me, and I really appreciate that. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Crover. You are a beautiful soul, I have to say. We will definitely be working together in the future. And yeah, just a quick shout out. I see SJ made it in world with us. She is standing right in front of both of us, Crover. She's like, check out my outfit. I look good on the metaverse. Fuck yeah.
Let's crawl.
And also, yeah, I mean, for myself, like, any final thoughts? Thank you everyone for being here for today, for mute. I'm sorry, I'm just very excited. For our first Music Matrix of 2024, we definitely kicked it off with a bang with you, Crover. Much love to you. Thank you for your time. And thank you for being so open to sharing your story with us. This one is definitely one for the history books. Kobe, I see you down there, fam. I'll probably be hitting you up, seeing if there's any way that we can highlight what you do in the future, as well as like even if I may be able to help you connect with some artists that may may want to be showcased in one of your events. I'm really happy that you were here, that you came up and introduced yourself. So yeah, I'll be hitting you back up in the back end, and yeah, I'll just pass it over to my co-host here, Shelly.
Thank you all so much for being here. Everybody in the space, everybody in the band room. CROver, you are a gem, truly made from pressure, the diamond in the rough. Thank you so much for sharing your awesome story. So grateful to know you and be able to build with you. Total side note, your crow story, like rescuing your crow and then befriending it, is literally like, ask Dino, that's like my life goal. He's like, why are you so obsessed? I'm like, crows are so smart. They're wicked smart. They're the like ultimate community builder in the animal kingdom or the bird kingdom. And oh my God. So yeah, just high five on that. Love
Yeah,
that so much.
I love crows.
Manifesting a crow friend in my future someday. Um, like the actual bird,
I
you
want
as
a
well.
pet crow, like so badly.
Same,
I would love a
same.
pet crow just chilling on my shoulder. I think that'd be the craziest thing. So I'm always trying to like save a crow, and apparently like I gotta let it go. And if it comes back, it was truly meant to be. However, it sucks that I moved away and wasn't able to like really befriend the one that I healed and saved, because that one remembered me and came back and knew exactly where I was on a big massive condo building. So he knew what was up, and like it was crazy. So like it would have been super dope to be able to befriend something like that. But I need one as like a baby, and then like grow it from let it fly and it would come back, and it'd be so dope. I need one. It's me. It's who I am. I've always loved crows too, and it's weird because they've always followed me my whole life. Like I've not literally, but like I've always just seen crows, and they always cross my paths, and I just think that symbolizes something. And if you dig deep into like the symbolic meanings of crows and like them befriending you and what it means to like that, like there's some crazy shit in like different cultures. And I won't go too deep into that, but go check that out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, please don't go too deep into that because you definitely inspired some people over here. My daughter, I just want to add on to that. My daughter actually found a crow that was like kind of hindered and shit, and I actually hit Crover up. I actually hit like text this fool up like, "Hey, so my daughter found this crow. So like, you have any tips and shit?" So yeah, that crows are fucking smart as shit, and yeah, man, he's a crow whisperer for real.
Talk to them. They remember voices, and they know good people from bad people. That's the best thing. So,
And they'll tell their friends. Like if they
yes,
identify a good person, same goes for a shitty person. Like if you abuse a crow, all the crows are gonna know.
yeah.
Be nice to the crows.
Exactly. And be nice to me because I'm a crow too, okay? Thank you. Let's grow.
I
Okay,
love
so
how.
Sin,
Well, go
we
ahead.
we gotta get Crover a crow into Centraland, like a tiny crow that rides on your shoulder.
Yes, oh my God, I was thinking that. I got this damn little penguin pet and I named him Pistachio after my cat that passed away. Unfortunately, I miss him so much. Yes, yes, oh my God, yes, yes, please. I would fucking have that. I don't know what you attach it to on the wearable. I think the crow thing goes attached to the little star thing, because I have this one that's like a hat, and it's got a little penguin, dancing penguin.
Yeah, we can get clever with that. In fact, there's quite a few designers in here if we want to hit them up and get a collab going. But yeah, the crow needs to happen. I was also envisioning Hash Brown the cat as like an actual like McDonald's shaped hash brown with a cat face
I
skin
saw
because
somebody I saw somebody riding like a tiger or some shit as like a skin. And I thought I that's exactly what I thought in my head. It'd be fucking hilarious to ride Hash Brown or like have Stormy as a pet. That'd be super cool, but we could figure that out one day. But like Hash Brown and like name the skin Hash Brown would be hilarious, and like have people have it as a pet, and then just have a bunch of hash browns everywhere. Yo, that'd be so crazy. But the crow, definitely, I'd love to walk around with a crow. It's got to be like it's got to be like one of those wearables that's like you don't really wear as much, like the sunglasses, or like no, there's a mask. There's a thing here called mask. And if it could be the mask and it's not necessarily a mask, but it's just the crow, because I don't wear the mask one. Other people might. But like then you could wear all the other wearables and it's not attached to a said wearable. So like it's not attached to the glasses, because someone might wear glasses and you have to actually then pick and choose. Or like top head or something, tiara. I don't know. I don't wear a tiara, but that could be like where the crow goes. That way you could still wear all your other wearables and have the crow there by itself. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Oh yeah, like which slot it will fill. But the good news
Yeah.
is you can stack now. Like you can unhide. Like if you were wearing a mask and let's just say the crow is in the mask slot, you can unhide the crow and wear both.
Oh, I
So
didn't
it's
know
not,
you could. I didn't know you could wear
yeah.
two different things like that.
Yeah, it used to be that you couldn't, but now if you go into your backpack and where you're looking at where all your wearable slots, you can click the little eyeball button if it's red and unhide.
Well, I know you could do that, and then what happens is that you could hide it or unhide it, but can you stack two of the same
Oh,
wearables in the same slot?
that's on me. You're absolutely correct. You
Okay,
can't
that's what I
stack
was
that
trying to
way. So
say.
yes,
So like
my bad.
if you put the crow in as something that's not as important as the main wearable selection, that way it doesn't co-interfere with, like, say if you had it as like a hat. Well, someone might want to wear a hat. Now you're forced to either wear the hat or the crow. Or even just make it where there's only one crow. That way I get the crow. And then everyone's like, "Oh my god, this guy's got a crow. His name's CROver." And it's like a one-on-one type thing. And I'm like, "Yeah, that's my crowy." I gotta think of a cool name for him because I
He
think
said
it's
a
awesome.
crowy. I was like, he said it's a
No,
crowy.
Crody. That's my
Oh,
crowy, like
crony. Okay.
Crody.
Oh,
Crowy. I gotta think of a cool name because like I got cool names for my animals. Stormy, Hash Brown. I had a cat, Pistachio. I had a cat named Kiro Barrows, which came from someone might want to wear a hat. Now you're forced to either wear the hat like or an old anime show called Card Captors. I don't know if any of you guys know what that was, but my ex watched it and made me watch it with her. And it was like the Kiro Barrows was like the guardian of the deck of cards, and he was like this little teddy bear that grew to like some crazy ass beast. But that's essentially where I got that name from, Kiro Barrows. And I had a cat too named Small Baby because our dumbasses could not agree on a fucking cat name for it, and so we just called it Small Baby. And then as it grew up and we didn't agree to a name, the cat just listened to Small Baby. So like anytime I'd be like Small Babies, and he would just book it around the corner and come hang out with me. So I had a cat named Small Baby. Shit happens, I guess, and I got a lot of cool names for my animals, so I got to think of a cool name. If you guys did the crow thing in Decentraland, I'd be forever grateful. That'd be so fucking awesome. I'd wear it. I wouldn't take it off. Um, we got the homie Regs here. I know we're trying to close up, so we'll keep it quick. But Regs, fam, how are you?
Yo, what up, Crover, man? I seen this space and I shit you not. I'm like, bro, I need to know more about this kid. I need to know more. So yeah, anything I can get on you, bro, it's a one up for me. But yo, I wanted to come up and just say, Velcro. It's got the word crow in it, and it also is a changeable. If you got that little shit on your hat or wearable something, if you get over it, bro, just take that patch off and put a new Velcro patch on, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, some idea can bring out to the space so people, if they can't really afford the NFTs or get it in, they can also represent your crow out and about in real life. You know what I mean? Like when you're out there, But it's just something I
That's
want
a
to share with
cool
you.
name, bro. Like, damn.
Patches, bro, Velcro. And Velcro, like, yo, get some crows, bro, Velcros.
Yo, like Velcro, like when you're a kid and you got little shoes and they're Velcro, like Like, what a cool name. Am I changing my rap name right away? Or am I gonna name my pet crow into Centraland Velcro? Like,
Nah,
that's
we're
fuck.
gonna get more Crovers to help you support your stage name, bro. And they're gonna be crows everywhere. Because I just got told that crows tell each other shit, right? So if you're good, we tell you other crows about your good shit, and if you're a shit crow, bro, we're gonna snitch on your ass to our other crows, bro.
Regs, you're too deadly, bro. You're
Regs is a
wild,
trip.
dog.
Fucking Regs.
Yo,
Shout out Regs, man. I missed you, man.
fuck yeah, this guy's hilarious, yo. I can't wait to meet some of y'all IRL. All of you guys, man. We're gonna turn right the fuck up, man. I swear to God. But yo, Regs, if you missed the interview, most of it, definitely tap in. You'll be able to hear a bunch of my life story and kind of where I came from and about it. I appreciate you coming up and showing some love. I know we're already 2.5 hours into this, so I'm sure Shelly and Sinful have some things that they got to do also. Shelly, make sure you tell Dino that if he needs some help on the Lulus and the OD Lab things, I could fill him in with that information. If you guys want to get on a call, definitely tap in.
Or pull up to
And
the space on Friday. Pull up to the space on Friday. I'll
Oh,
go.
he's got alarms set. He's like, I can't miss this on Friday. I'm a founder now. I'm like, fuck yeah, you are. My man is a founder. It's
what
Black.
space on Friday? Can someone DM me this, please? Because
What
I have.
you don't know about the Kobe and Eric the producer OD boarding event on Friday morning for OD Lab, so we can let
Oh, that's the
get
one.
questions answered and
I thought it was like they were hosting a space. I knew of yours. I got that already in the bag, bro. Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that's really what it was all about, but yeah, fuck yeah, bro. Let's get it. I'm there.
the shill man himself, motherfucker. Anybody knows the what do you call the shill master?
Showmaster
That is
Flex.
formerly known as Crover, now Velcro.
What a cool name, man. That's gonna be the name of my crow, I think. I think that's a cool name. Something with crow in it, but I think that's a fucking dope name. If one of you guys want to change your names to Velcro or Crow something in your name, I won't hate you for it. And yeah, you want to manifest your dreams? Wake up in the morning and click my PFP and pray to the crow. And when you go to sleep before you go to bed, you click my PFP and you pray to crow. And yeah, we got music. That's the homie up there. But yeah, definitely a crazy dope 2.5 hours. And I know you guys want to get out here. Music's coming up. Music, bro. What's goody, man?
Everything is everything, bro. About to light this blunt is what's good. Been grinding all day and morning.
Hey,
You know, been pushing this man all crazy. Everything's going good, bro. Everything's good. How's your day?
man, I'm good, bro. I was just doing an interview. We're actually just about to close up. But we got Rocky and now Jason with his hand up. If you have any questions about me, feel free to ask, I guess. I don't know how much time Shelly and Simple have, so I'm trying to wrap it up as quickly as possible. But yeah, if you got a question, if not, yeah, tap into the replay, bro. We went into a lot of questions about me, my life, how I came up. Went into a lot of shit. So, we'll get into you if you got a question, bro. If not, I'll go to Jason and then Rocky. But I appreciate you pulling up and tapping in, fam, for real.
All right. So what is your go to song? What is your number one go to song when you're trying to find that mental peace, and why, and who is the artist?
Damn, to be honest, I usually don't listen to music when I'm trying to find that. Uh, or like I stick within my own thoughts and I either let the emotions run through it or and then I click a beat on and then that's where a lot of the best music I think I write comes from. There's too many songs. My catalog of music is too massive that I really wouldn't be able to pick one because there's not one that I run to like that. Um, but fuck, man. That's a good question because there's a lot of good artists, a lot of good people. But I really tend to not listen to music when things are going crazy. And I just feel like straight up raw dogging that shit. The emotions is what I mean. And click a beat on and either write or just like just keep it pushing really.
But that was a good question, bro. Thank you so much. JC, bro, you got your hand up. We'll move on to you, and then Rocky, and then I'm sure they want to close up, and it's almost been 3 hours. Yo, JC, what's up, fam?
Yo, what's good? Yeah, I just wanted to say a shout out to the host and co-host for putting this space up because I'm a duck out now. I'm at work. I've been busy. Shout out for you, CROver, doing your first interview. I caught like the second half of it, so I'll go back and listen to the rest. And yeah, I mean, I've gotten to actually meet you in real life, and so I already know a lot of your story. But yeah, man, it'll be dope to go back and listen to the whole interview. Shout out to everyone who came up. Kobe, I see you, man. And yeah, I'm out of here. Peace.
Later, fam.
Peace out,
Thanks so
dude.
much for pulling up. We got Rocky too, Grimy, man, the legend, the myth himself, man, up here in the building. What's up, G?
Yo, what up, Crow, my guy, man? I was just gonna listen, man. I was just gonna listen. I've been listening, you know what I'm saying? But then I just kept seeing everybody come up here, and I'm like, it ain't no way everybody just gonna come up here, and then I'm not gonna come up here and say what up to my guy, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Shelly, you know what I'm saying? Music Matrix and all that. Crow, man, first of all, thank you for all that love you was showing me earlier. I did not miss none of that. I heard it all, and I always appreciate that. You know, like Crow is the type of guy I speak, you know, good. I don't even have to be in the room. I know he be in rooms doing the same thing, talking about, you know, the homies, and because that's the type of dude that Crow is, you know what I'm saying? So just appreciate you, man, for all the love. And I have a question, man. I have a question. When am I gonna get that snippet?
Yo, check your DM right now. I sent it. Go up
Yo,
a bit.
that's word.
Word, bro. It's
Oh,
sent. Go up 2 things, and it was actually on Saturday, right before Beach Street. 2 minutes before Beach Street started, I
damn,
sent
so I'm
it.
late. I'm actually late. I'm like days late. But you see, so and this is alpha for anybody. If you're trying to reach me, DM is a very horrible way to reach me. My
Oh
DMs are in
yeah.
shambles. Um, you got to give me, you know what I'm saying, 5 to 7 business days on the DMs. You know what I'm saying? But all right, Crow, I'm about to check that shit right now. Let's fucking crow.
Dope, man. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I can't wait for that. And yeah, I feel you on the DMs, bro. My DM, the first thing I do when I make it fucking a lot of money in this space and make it as some dope musician, I'm needing a social media manager because with
Yes,
all the
you do,
Twitter DMs,
bro.
it is fucking brutal. I'm
No,
gonna
you need to text messaging, on phone calls, on Instagram fucking messages, Instagram calls,
horrible, bro.
fucking DMs on fucking Twitter, bro. Hey, I'm a true testament to this. You need one of those, bro. Like immediately.
I'm gonna have to get one of those event calendar things that people be like sending you when you want to get a Google meeting with them and be like, here's my schedule, blah blah blah. Sign up that shit and we'll get it sorted like that. I need something like that. Cause yeah, I think I'm gonna have to steal what Rocky said. 5 to 7 business days per DM. I do apologize if I can't be DM. It's because of the damn group chats, man. They flood the DMs. People's DMs get missed. That's what it is, right? And so I hope Twitter fixes that one day, and all it will take is just to be able to separate group DMs like Instagram does from single DMs, and it's a fucking click of a button away. You want to go to single DMs? There's everyone's one-on-one DMs. You want to go to your groups? You click the fucking group tab. How simple would that be? Very simple. Makes things a lot more easier. But do they do that? No. Anyways, manifesting that one. But yeah, thanks Rocky coming up. Music, Jason, Kobe, everyone else that's tuned in, man. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Shelly and Sinful, the hostess with the mostest. I really appreciate the time and the patience with me as I ramble on, and the opportunity itself. It was an amazing opportunity, and I'm definitely gonna bookmark this event here, and I think this is gonna be a little part of history here on Twitter.
Mad love, Crover, and thank you for everyone that has come up. Rocky, music, Kobe, and yeah, I mean, if anyone that is listening or is up here on stage would ever like to be highlighted on Music Matrix, like please let either Shelly or I know, like because like right now, I mean, we have Rocky, we have music up here, like it's like there's talent, so definitely reach out to us, or if not, we will definitely be reaching out to you, to some of you. Like we have seen a lot of musicians come through today. So yeah, thank you for everyone's time. And yeah, as usual, be nice to each other. Let's keep growing together. Rocky, take it away.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, I actually have been a guest on this show before. It was actually the first week that I met Shelly, and I think it was it might have been It was no, it was a kid called B Space, where Shelly heard my music for the first time, and she immediately asked me to be on the show. So I just wanted to say, it was a very short interview, a fun interview, but it was a very short interview. I didn't get to go into Decentraland because I didn't understand that shit yet. So if y'all want to run it back, y'all let me know. I would definitely love to come back.
Yeah, we'll definitely run it back. We'll dig deep into the history of Rocky Too Grimy. I'm gonna shoot you a follow here real quick, as well as for you music, shooting you a follow. And yeah, thank you for your time. Thank you for coming up and saying hello. And yeah, thank you all for listening. I'll pass it over to Shelly for any final thoughts.
Yeah,
And
Sin, Rocky was a guest when you were taking your parents to the airport. So I ran that one with me and Dino.
Oh, okay. I was like so confused. Damn, I'll definitely we'll have to run it back and get Rocky back in here.
Damn right. And so, okay, before we wrap up, two things from me. One, we have a big event happening in Decentraland in the True Band Room today for Wednesday. Mr. Sweet is a homie and all around wonderful human. He is dropping a legendary wearable. Legendary means there are only 100 that will ever exist. And we're dropping 85 of them today to people who attend the show. So if you log in with your wallet and you jump in DCL, and you attend the event, it's at 10 p.m. UTC, which is, oh my God, math, minus 8, 2 p.m. Pacific. um, you will be able to collect that, but only the first 85 who show up will get that wearable. And then from there, we're raiding over to his new build for the grand opening of the Cyber Cafe in Decentraland. So exciting. And then CROver actually mentioned the 100 wearables event hosted by Polygonal Mind. They are incredible creators in the space, and not just Decentraland, but in all metaverse platforms. They are giving away a wearable a day for 100 days. You go, you play the game, so much fun. So 100 days, get in there. We're on day 2. And I think you can go back and get the first and the second, if I'm not mistaken. But so jump in, do that.
Sick.
And I just talked to Dino CROver. We are going to sponsor your Crow wearable. So once we have a little time to chat, we'll get that made ASAP.
Yo, that's so cool. And I'm looking forward to being able to grow these Beach Street Saturday spaces, to be able to like almost be able to build my own wearables, to be able to give them out like how this guy's doing. Because I got so many ideas for wearables. It is absolutely ridiculous. Don't get me started because I'll keep you here for another hour. But like that would be really cool if like I'll keep grinding it. I respect that it's gonna be something that I'm gonna have to earn and figure out how to build a team for, and figure out a way where I could essentially fund it. But I would love to be able to do something like that because it would be more for the DCL community, and people would be able to have their own line of CROver900 wearables. And shit, if there's one thing I love, it's dope shoes and dope clothing. I'm big into like fashion and vintage and really cool dope shit. So it's like, I got a lot of really cool fashion ideas for shit like that, and my imagination could just go absolutely wild. Like I'm already thinking of new ones. I'm gonna have to write a list of things. It'll be a long list though. But anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Much love. I hope to see you guys on Beach Street Saturdays. Send me all your bitcoins and ETHs. That'd be great. Thank you. And just playing. No, man. Yeah, just I really appreciate you guys tuning in and helping me build here and supporting me and what I do, and letting me support you guys on your journey, because I want you all to win, and I see us all winning in the next few years. Some maybe sooner than others, but that's okay, because we're here for that, and I'm here for that, and I want to see that. Doesn't matter what time y'all take off, man. I want to see it, and I want to see it in each and every one of us. So let's fucking get it. Let's crow. Let's keep building. Shout out to DCL, baby. Shout out to everyone in the True Band Room right now out there in Spotty Land. Much love for y'all tuning in. I hope to see you guys on Saturday, because it's gonna be another banger performance. And yeah, let's fucking get it.
Let's go. CROver, you are the guy. When people say, like, surround yourself with people that will say your name in a room full of opportunity, you're that guy. Thank you for being that
Thank
guy.
you. I like doing that. I think that's the coolest thing you could ever do, man, is put your homie on in a position of being heard and listened to. And speaking of that, I love doing that with Ditos, man, because he's a legend, and I love seeing his artwork get out there, and he just popped up, man. So I know we're trying to close out, but Ditos, did you have anything that you'd like to add to this?
What's up, Crow? I just wanted to say to you and to everyone here that you're such a special human being and you give so much. And I just want to tell you that I'm here for you, bro. I'm here to support you as well, all the way.
Thank you, brother. That means a lot. Coming from a legend like you, man, I really appreciate that so much. And trust me, man, we will be working a lot in the future. And keep an eye out, man. Ditos is a legend. Go check out his artwork. Go check out his IRL murals that this guy does. It's fucking insane, man. Insane. This guy's can control in game. And he's gonna be featured on a lot of the True Show app NFTs. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that, because he's definitely something special. So thank you, bro, for being the first edition for us. And then we're gonna get more and more of that common, and yeah, I can't wait. But definitely go check out the homie Ditos, man. He makes a lot of really dope artwork and dope NFTs, and his IRL shit is phenomenal. So thank you for coming up, bro. Thank you for those kind words. And hope you guys all have a great week, and see you guys Beach Street Saturday, baby. Let's grow.
Let's grow.
Y'all gonna have to close this, because otherwise people are gonna keep coming up, and I'm gonna keep talking forever. And that's your fault, not mine, because you already know I like to talk. And if you guys don't close it, then I'm just gonna keep talking.
Ah,
That awkward silence. Like I said, man, the donkey from Shrek. That's probably my spirit animal. And I just realized that the other day when someone said that, and I was like, "Fuck, is that ever hilarious, man?" Because like I love to talk, and that MFer didn't shut up. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, let's crow. I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. Like that's me right there for sure.
oh my God, I'm dying. All right. Much love, everybody. We're going to jump over to the Avatar Garden to claim today's wearable from Polygonal Mind. We'll see you later for Mr. Sweet, and we'll definitely, definitely see you on Saturday for Beat Street Saturdays with the Crow. Sin, do your thing.
Act natural.